This doesn't look good. I see the red light. What is going on here? I hope the stream doesn't go down, guys. I don't know. I've been having terrible problem with the internet these days. Infatti si è scollegato. Già mi è saltata da internet. Manco ho cominciato. Ma non è possibile. Is it working? Can you see me? I don't know. I see. Okay, it's green. No, it's the usual thing. Well, good thing it went down before starting to play. Okay, shouldn't be a problem then. It's still working. Stupid internet, I swear. I'm going to change provider first thing next week, as soon as I can. This is absolutely unacceptable. And it's not like I pay that little for the service. It's also expensive, mind you. That's the extent of the stupidity of the entire thing. And they even told me that it's because of me my electrical system is outdated now. I don't think so personally. And is the game started? It says so. Probably it's loading. Let me see if the guys are online from yesterday. Well, actually Zagrosek is. Okay, I'll contact him in game as soon as the game finally starts. What is going on here? Let's try again. Probably when carrying into application is already started because the internet went down while he was launching it. Okay, this is problematic. How do I close it? Because I can't see. The problem is that I cannot see Task Manager from VR. And this is extremely problematic because how the heck do I close this thing? Wait, it's coming up. Okay. Whew. I was scared for a minute. Because you know what happens, no? If I go and start Task Manager in VR, then I have to turn on the monitor. If I turn on the monitor, the entire setup goes out of whack. I can no longer have the overlay nothing. The other day I completely ruined the stream. I certainly hope it's not happening again. This is what an unstable internet means for you when you're streaming. I didn't care much for my occasional disconnection previously. Now I'm hating the company with the deepest fear, from the deepest depths of my own heart, if you know what I mean. I'm trying to build a complex metaphor in English, which doesn't always work when it's not your native language. Hey, Oliver, thank you for liking my stream. Also, I'll move the overlay just a bit, because you see, there is a sweet spot, kinda like, where the text is less garbled, and I'll be able to read you better. So why not doing it indeed? Okay, here we are inside the same ship, my trusty Federal Corvette, and to tell you the program of the day, actually before going and exploring, if indeed we are going to do it today, I would like to complete this massacre mission, because it's worth 8 millions, and I absolutely... No, wait, not this one. I think it failed, so I had very little time to do it. Well, okay, one less thing to worry about. This 10 million one is very, very intriguing. Where is this? That's also very intriguing. Oh, it's not close, huh? You have to move a bit. To go and do that, I would have to pick up first my shield cell. Hey, Carlo, hello. Hey, I read your message, Carlo. I'm sorry, I had this game in schedule. We can play this afternoon. I know it's late in your place. But do something, Carlo. One suggestion, why don't you install Discord in the meantime so we can speak and organize these things better? Because to use only the chat of the game, I know he wants to play War Thunder with me, I'm sorry, he's been asking a couple of days. The problem is that our time zones are very different and he can only play in the morning. And now in the morning I have scheduled this, man. I'm sorry. Okay, urgent kill order, assassination, disable the mega ship turret. Disable. Install Discord, Carlo, really. It will be much easier if you install Discord. This is the same. Yeah, but it's 64 sheets. Do it. It's a small program to download. I can guide you maybe if you find problems. It's such a simple thing to do, really. Surface out for politician. This is cool. I don't think I've ever done it. You go on the surface and kill a politician. I kinda like the spin it puts on the entire thing, even if it pays less. Okay, let's just take off, because this is a colony and doesn't have much to do in it. So, as I said, since the massacre mission is already finished and failed, let me see. Actually, yeah, Zagrosect is online and doing multi-crew. Do I send him a message? Okay, engage. Frame shit. I don't want to go to any particular target, just move, get away from the planet. Like this. Honestly, I would also head for Murphy Station and get back my shield cell, because if I'm going to do combat I will need it. So let's just, to begin, point our ship in that general direction, which is by stations, this one. Well, we went quite far from it, look at that, 6,000 light seconds. Actually, the war is still raging, I don't know why I cannot do the massacre mission. Okay, we're accelerating toward that. Let's see how I can message the friend from yesterday. In theory, this game should have a friend screen, no? Remove from history report, block player, no. Squadron feed, no. Direct message to local, probably it's down there. Select to type message. But not to local, I want to send a tell. I remember having done it before now, there must be a way. Inbox, no, it's for the NPCs. You have no pending invites. We're accelerating toward the dock, not just wasting time. Commander Zagrosect. I could message him on Discord. Maybe it's quicker. There must be a way though. Find crew. No. Why is everything so convoluted in this kind of games? This isn't. No, this is for controlling the ship. These are the targets. It must be done from here. Contact. You can send a friend request. Find crew. Join another ship. Still accelerating rather quick. We will be on the dock very soon. Let's try to call him on Discord. It's quicker. Maybe I'll ask him how to do just that. I also need, it's probably going to interfere. Yesterday was kinda bugged actually, between Discord and TeamSpeak. With the game, I don't know why. It interferes somehow. But let's send him a tell. Cannot I call him straight away? Hi, want to play some Elite with me? It's already multi-crewing, I mean. We could do it together. Well, like so. In the meantime, we'll go there. It's absurd that you cannot connect it through the game, though. Not pending friend request. 1:40 to the station now. There's war there and there. There's war everywhere. We might even accept another mission along the same line. This is a fairly conflicted system, to say the least. There's at least two couple of factions fighting. Stream going. Hi Casper, thank you for liking my stream. Let's make the big bucks today. I wanna get rich. We will try in many ways. Remove from history. Yes, if any of you knows the solution to this absurd problem, how do I send a message to a player in Elite? Can't really watch right now, at work. Okay, Nix, don't worry. Thank you for passing by, even more so. This stupid thing doesn't make me... Yesterday you wasn't here, but in the end of the elite stream, I was playing with a couple of players and we was having great fun. One of them is online. Now I contacted him through Discord because the game for some reason doesn't let me do it, or I don't know how to do it through the game in any case. Might even Google the damn thing. Well, after I'm at the dock, the fact that I'm flying the ship kinda limits my options in that respect. As soon as we are in the dock. Probably, it's possible you contact him through the menu when you press ESC, but if I press ESC, the ship decelerates. Because there was an option to prevent it from doing it. I remember really well. You had an option that you told the ship not to slow down when you open the menu, and I cannot find it anymore. It was either removed from the game in an update, or I don't remember where it is. I've been scouring the control system screen for the longest time. All the options, I cannot find it. I remember it. I used to go in the options while the ship was moving. Now I can no longer do it. So as soon as we landed, it's possible that he also responded to me on Discord, and that's also something I'll have to check once I'm landed. So here is Murphy Dock. He was orbiting a moon, if I'm not mistaken, not the planet itself. Yeah, often it's like that with the big planets. I guess it's realistic, no? You have something with such a powerful gravity well. You put a thing in orbit, it has to stay either very far or not actually orbit the main planet itself. So, actually, no, there is no moon. Never mind what they said, it's the second option. In fact, it seems quite far from the planet. That thing is supposed to be among us. And here we have the famous Murphy Dock. Ooh, who's interdicting me? System Defense Force, Anaconda. What the heck does he want? From the 21 Friends faction. Might as well. Yeah, it's even friendly. I don't know what you want, man. Why waste my time? This is a military operation. We are, really. And so, what the fuck do I care? Thank you for telling. What does he even want? Nothing at all. Well, thank you for nodding. They just want to waste my time. That's what the police is doing. Glad to see my tax money at work. Good morning, officer. Have a nice day. Thank you for nodding. It would have been a cool fight if it was a pirate to fight an anaconda at the beginning of the stream, but apparently it wasn't to be. And then, since he interdicted me, I began accelerating and overshoot the target. That's the reason I slowed down as soon as I got interdicted, but of course, was already too late. I was already too fast, more than anything, so the inertia carried me over the planet. And here is the dock. I was like 10 kilometers from it when that bothersome police officer stopped me. And here is the Murphy Dock. Let me see in the meantime if Zagrosect responded. No, because of course he's playing. How is he going to see this? Don't you hear me? Tell you what, I will just invite him to my channel. If I hear his voice, it will mean he received and accepted the invitation. Zagrosect, where are you? I might as well search it. Here is it. I don't know why yesterday I couldn't type his name. Okay, that's going to be a bit more simple to receive, I bet. Let's go to Murphy Dock. I will bother him to death until he responds me. He seemed like a very competent player. We can have fun with him, I bet. If he's game for it, well, if he wants to play alone, that also I can understand. Otherwise, we can just open the ship for multi-crew and see what happens. I mean, that's just what I did yesterday. Yeah, why did I cancel my docking? Request docking. Landing pad 39. I love these things. Looks so damn cool. Look at the shadows. The shadows suck because while streaming I had to reduce my details. Otherwise, streaming takes a lot of computer resources. You have to do the encoding of the video, and that's something that is very taxing to the system. You have to reduce your details in VR. Already VR is very expensive in that regard. I no longer have the trusty handy autopilot, I have to land it myself. Hi Desat, thank you for liking my stream. Okay, let's go backward a bit, to the left, then downward. See, I learned again. Yesterday when I was doing it for the first time in a while, I sucked at it. Now I remember how it is. Enter the hangar, okay. And finally I can mount. The combat module I missed so much yesterday, because I added coal to this station. And actually you wouldn't think it, but to remove one of the two shield cells makes you much more vulnerable. When you recharge them, you recharge the shields, you recharge very little. Well, these ships of course have very big shields, and so that's the reason they cost so much in terms of energy. Here it is, the essential module. And also I'm carrying something stupid, because I was doing the mining the other day, which is the refinery. We're not going to use it at all. We need the module reinforcement package there. Yeah. And well, I had in program to complete the mission before going for the exploration. So let's just pick another similar mission. Then maybe if I can complete it soon, okay, otherwise we go exploring. It's just that I want to put some combat in the stream. Combat is what most people enjoy, and I don't want to do an entire stream without it. So let's start with it. Massacre. Even because we are in a combat system, now we are in a war state. Here. Find your target in the conflict zone. 27 ships, 2,291,000. I mean, it could work. Yeah. What else do we have? Massacre. 30 ship. Well, this pays much more for few ships more. You have to destroy you have to fight for the other faction. Yeah, let's be the true mercenary here. I will attack the ones I helped yesterday, like Samurai Yojimbo, no? 35 pirates. Ah no, this is a massacre. Let's start to make sense of this, eh? This is the massacre of the pirates. I'm not going to do it. Okay. This means that you fight for the future whatever, and you kill 27 ships for 2 millions. This kill 30 ships, and you fight for the other guys, and you kill them if you're correct. This is the good one. Okay, conflict zones of the Gliss system, and we are there, Gliss 1272, no? Okay. Already I should be able to see this on radar, by the way. I don't know if it's a radar, but whatever the heck it is. And in fact, yeah, let's go to the medium intensity zone to start. Let me see if the friend responded. No. What's this? Actually, he came to the channel.
Hello.
Hello, hi, excuse me, I didn't join the channel where I invited you. That's very rude of me. I'm such a stupid guy. Wait. I'm putting, voice
sorry,
activation.
it took me a moment to respond. I
You must be.
actually,
I'm sorry, man.
I actually found an artist that. Okay, imagine this. All right, I like to play VR chat a lot. There's a character called a Hobkin.
The Hobkin.
You know, one of the avatars. The Hobkin.
No, I don't know, because I haven't never played it. Only very briefly.
Cute furry thing. Anyway. And the guy said he created it all on his little lonesome and what have you, and I'm like, you know, somebody has made this like over 10 years ago?
You know, somebody was made 10 years ago. Excuse me, no, I didn't get the joke. Excuse me,
English
is not my first language.
Not big joke. He made a 3D avatar
for this character that is a furry beast of some kind. I got it correctly.
Yes. Okay. But the thing is he didn't really have a species or anything in mind, and this is just a situation of two people coming up with the same thing, kind of. Okay.
Okay, yeah. So it's a coincidence. That's the thing.
I wanted to. When I first met him, I thought he was the other artist because it was so freaking identical.
Identical, yeah.
Okay. And I'd only ever seen this other artist do stuff like this. I've seen some things with like the similar ear or the same type of head pattern or the same kind of tail,
Uh-huh.
you know,
But
but
it's
never
everything
them put
together.
together in this
Uh,
specific manner and in this specific kind of linkly way. But
so, excuse me, what's the name of the character? I want to Google it. I think I can find it on Google, or it's only within the game.
you might be able to find it under Hobkin. The original guy that did it is
Hobkin.
called Paw Knight.
So we can know what we're speaking about. Wait. Hobkin. Ah, no, something from Monster Legends is coming out. Like, it looks like a cell phone game, I don't know. But it's not
No,
Fury.
no, no,
No,
no, no,
it's
no.
not Fury. It's
It
got a pointy nose.
okay. The local people. He didn't really have a name for the character, and
Uh-huh.
everybody started calling them the Hobkin because the guy's name is Hobbs.
Ah, I see, I see. It's very specific. It's an inside
Yeah,
joke. I'm not going to find it.
yeah.
Well, it's an interesting story for sure.
Let me see if hold on. Let me see if I can if they have any screenshots or something to
Ah,
that
yeah,
effect
maybe. I'm
up
still in the
in.
same system, by the way, and still heading for a conflict zone if you want to play together or any other activity, really. Speaking of Elite
Okay.
now. Heading for the conflict zone, this time fully equipped for battle.
I could actually use some help clearing a thing.
Ah, well, I can come to you if we are not too far. That could be also interesting.
Uh,
I just began the mission in any case. Yesterday's mission unfortunately failed. It was a
I'm
very short timing.
finding everything except what I want to find.
It's typical.
Shameless plugging, memes, random. Oh, here we go. Maybe straight screenshots will have something.
It's possible, yeah, it's not going to be simple.
And that's not really one of his characters. Overly modified. And I'm having a hard time seeing them to begin with.
Ah, yeah, that's going to make everything more difficult, I bet.
That's really, really off-colored. Yeah, problem is I don't think these characters can stand there with a resting bitch face and not look lewd.
That character cannot stand, excuse me?
Ah, here's a,
You found it?
well, I found a picture that isn't like... I found something that hasn't been over artistic to the point that you can't really tell what the character looks like.
Send me the link through Discord, I'll look at it.
I am.
Wait a second, I'm slowing down for the conflict zone. Tell you what, I'll just stop the ship.
Paste. Boop.
This
This is
one.
a Hopkin.
Ah, it's interesting.
Now,
It looks like a
I'll tell you-
Sonic character, kinda, no?
Oh,
Also
no,
a bit,
no, not
a
in
bit
the- not in the least.
It's a bit
Not in the-
within the context of Furrydom. Am I wrong here?
Yes, it is definitely a furry. I am definitely a furry.
Ah, you are really,
Now,
man. You get
the
more
ears-
more interesting the more we
ears
speak.
are, very, very. In this picture, the ears are very erect up. They don't normally do that. They're normally kind of more straight out to the sides of the head, not straight up.
I see. I bet.
I think this is a picture of somebody working on rigging, actually.
On rigging, you mean within the context of 3D modeling?
Yes. Yes. I think they're working on the rigging so that it works with the VR chat. See, when you edit a model, or like to add your own thing, sometimes in order to get it to work right, you just have to toss out the rigging and start over again with it.
No, I know 3D modeling is difficult. I tried my hand at it years and years ago and really came out quite stumped. It's not the easiest thing. Even if you want to do modding of games for a hobby, it's not something you learn in a short time span. It takes a lot, actually.
Let me show you Paw Knight.
It's another character.
He's, I guess you could say, the first guy to come up with it.
Uh-huh.
Because before he came along, I had never seen anything that ever even came close. Actually, I want to send these to you privately.
Ah, well, I can imagine the kind of thing it is then. Do it. Well, I won't click the link, send it, it's not a problem. In any case, my channel has age restrictions, so it's not a problem. Whatever you're going to show, it can fly, no? I mean, it's an age restricted channel. It might be an interesting experience. I bet
Uh,
VR chat is a gold mine for these kind of things. I've seen some videos and I started to understand the appeal of VR in certain communities.
oh,
Send on the
Pawn
side,
Knights only really ever posted on a website that most people don't like because of the content they carry.
I am not
Because they're
prejudiced.
being
Everything can be interesting.
they're being overly religious, righteous assholes, and they
No,
just
no.
see
Art in
see
general is never worthless. Any kind of art is interesting.
yeah
With any
yes.
purpose. That's my frame
If
of
it
mind.
and no, they're acting like ridiculousness.
Yeah, no,
And
I know.
because
It's got a
anybody
certain
has a
stigma to it. I don't know.
yeah
Well,
anybody
maybe I
has a
can
lot
see
of
why.
pub art and shit like that on it, because a lot of the other sites have gotten bought up by corporate names. So they're like one of the few places left that these artists go off their junk
That's
around.
true. In Japan, there is less of a stigma to it, maybe because they're more open in that respect, meaning that there are events, also yearly events. One of them is very famous, where the freelance artist can actually use mainstay commercial characters and do whatever the hell they want, including
Yeah.
the kind of pervy things, no? If you want to call them that. And it's actually less stigmatized. There is
Alright,
much
there's
more
the three
acceptance
pictures.
even in general
And
culture.
the last one is the one that's stuck in my head because I'm like, that is the ultimate rape face.
The ultimate, excuse me, I'm in combat, so the sound of combat kinda covers what you're saying.
The last picture I sent is the one that had stuck in my head about one
Okay.
character versus
Okay,
the
wait,
other.
I destroy this python, I get away from the battle and then I alt tab to Discord, wait. I don't want
And I will
to get
start
destroyed.
loading Elite Dangerous.
Okay. And
By the way, I have been looking for this artist to show this other artist that you didn't come up with it first for months.
I mean,
I got his name mixed up with another artist.
stands to reason that he should know.
Plus, the picture that was in my
destroy
head
this
was from, like,
thing.
you know, a long time back.
I see. Well, certainly, but I wonder if he was also in his own mind. I mean, if he actually copied it, it's a possibility, I guess.
You know, I mean, they're not direct
Let me see
copies,
these
but the body
pictures.
framework is so close. I mean,
There's no
the
picture.
Pawn Knight's actual character has kind of a fish tail, but it didn't originally, and it's got little pseudo wings that it didn't have originally. You know, he's changed it a little bit over the years, but the base character, Pawn Knight didn't really have a name for the species.
Hi,
or
Ollie.
anything.
Thank you. No, excuse me. I was speaking to a watcher. Thank you for coming, Ollie.
Hello, Ollie.
Thank you.
I continue open play.
So you told me you wasn't too far away from me.
I don't think so. Let's see.
You're flying an Anaconda, right?
Yes.
So you have better jump distance than mine. Mine kinda suck in that respect.
Let me see where you are.
We can meet also midway, maybe. Wait, I'll tell you. Ah, no, but you
Invite
can't
to
see.
wing.
Invite to wing. Okay, I'll accept it. Here it is. I see that you are much more expert than me in doing multiplayer with Elite Dangerous. I've always been a solitary player. Now that I started streaming for the first time, I find
I've
myself...
never been called more of an expert in anything in this game before.
I don't know. You sound very knowledgeable about it.
Yeah, but I'm always slow at doing everything.
That's not necessarily a problem. Thank you for liking the stream, Rick.
Turn on.
Okay, bye, Nix. See you later.
Is your beacon on?
The beacon, right? Wait. I remember that. It's on the rightmost screen, right, of the interface.
You can either turn it on the rightmost screen, or you can actually turn it on in your communications panel, where you accepted the wing invite. There's like a little options panel that lets you
engage
turn on,
wingman nav lock. Maybe it's that.
Yep. No.
Okay. No.
It'll be further down.
Let me see.
Let me see.
No, there is no beacon. But maybe on the screen.
If you go down to options in the third tab from the left of the communications, you'll see wing
tab from the
my
left.
name.
Yeah.
Just underneath that, options. Click on
options. Here it is. Enable wing beacon. Yeah. I think I did it.
Can save you a few steps in the future.
Yeah, it's much more convenient like that. I was going to scour the various screen at random. Okay. So now you can see exactly where I am, right?
I'm talking about this and I have yet to actually turn mine on.
I can see you are in the Olatia system, however it's pronounced.
Let me get out of the station. The lighting in here is throwing me off.
Hi Brian, thank you for liking the post.
I think that's one of the reasons why I like this game. Most of the time it's dark.
It's very... yeah, the contrast is excellent.
Items.
The contrast is good, no? You have this orange on black. I mean, it could be harder to discern the little details. In my opinion, it's well designed.
There's a program that lets you change your color for that.
The HUD, you mean? Yeah, I had known it. I had seen it once in a while. You can even just edit the ini files yourself, I think. Never done it personally. I like the orange. No, I also colored I'm using the index headset, no? And it has the very handy cameras that let you see in augmented reality. And they colored them yellow, well, I mean orange, just like the game's interface. It creates a nice effect. You can even see your own hands overlaid over the hands of the pilot, and they kinda correspond in position. It's very immersive. Since I'm using a notas and all.
That freaked me out. I'm sorry. I'm glad I don't have my camera on my headset now.
No, it's very cool for streaming because people can see from your own eyes, no? It's kinda cyberpunkish to say. I don't know if you've ever read William Gibson. He had something similar in the novel Neuromancer, where the main character could see from the eyes of the girl. The cyborg ninja girl, that being a cyberpunk novel, of course.
G-L-I-E-S-E 1272.
Excuse me? It seemed like a string of letters at random.
G-L-I-E-S-E.
G-L what?
Oh, darn it, not for that. G-L-I-E-S-E.
G-L...
1272.
Name of the system? Ah, Glees, yeah, the system where I am. Ah, okay. Let's meet in the middle, it will take less time, no?
Well, no, I'd rather go... Well, I'd rather go someplace where at least one of us knows the area.
Okay. Well, you have the fastest ship, I think. If it's the Anaconda, it will certainly take less time.
Depending on how well I am. The thing is 7 jobs.
Can I do multi-crew while we are doing the wing? I think so. I might open the ship for someone.
I don't think so. You can try it. They supposedly did something. I mean, but I don't know if it'll work or not. But even if not, if you want to multi-crew while doing this, we can drop out a wing and just talk through this.
Ah, you're right.
No
That's
deal.
also a possibility, but for later when we are actually together. No, it doesn't seem the option is active, in fact.
Slowly coming up to speed. Freaking HOTUS is acting up again. I've got to take this thing apart and fix that sensor.
Yeah, you told me about it. I love that joystick, in fact, for as long as I had it, until in the end it broke suddenly. And, well, I sent it back to Amazon. They're very good with that. They gave me a new one. I haven't had the best luck with joysticks in general. So that's the reason I didn't want to overspend on it.
I sent it back to Amazon, but it's not particularly their fault. I did the research on this thing. and it's not like sending me another one is going to change anything.
Well, it will last another some months at least, I presume.
Yeah, I mean the defect is inherent in the design.
Yeah, it's a cheap joystick, that's certain. It's well performing, but it has to have some cost cutting somewhere.
Yeah, and it's really one stupid mistake that I can fix. And once I fixed it, it'll be a great joystick.
You know, I like the stance. I like the stance. Very conservative. I mean, to not destroy things, to bring them back to their best operativity, kind of speaking.
I've had situations like this before. Logitech made a beautiful headset that I loved. It was incredibly comfortable, had a clear voice, and you can still see the design in their USB wired headsets. They made a wireless version that was the exact same shape and what have you.
Which was it? Maybe it's the one I have. I have an headset from Logitech.
I think it was called the Clear Choice 10. It's quite old, and if you had a pair, you wouldn't
no.
now.
I have the G something that is the nickname is
like
No, I don't know it. Mine is more recent.
To give you the basic idea, have you ever taken mini headsets apart?
No, I'm not the kind of person that likes to take things apart. The only mechanical thing I did recently was building the PC, but just because I saved like 1,000 euros by doing it, so it would have been stupid not to do it. But still I had nightmares about it for many days before and later. But actually I did manage to do it for once in my life. I'm not a very technical... No, I'm technical minded, I'm just not technical handed, meaning that I have like 2 left hands. I'm very clumsy.
I'm artistically minded and I can't draw a straight line, so...
It's not uncommon, eh? It's not uncommon. I know a person that is very musically minded and never played an instrument and never will. So that's not uncommon. It's... Like I remember when I was a kid, no? When I was a kid, a lot of people told me, "How can you like not math? You cannot like math if you like computers. It doesn't make sense. Computers are math." And I told me, "But I don't like math. I like video games. What is the relation between the two things?" Programming is many things, but I think it's most of all logic, not math. At least that's my idea on the matter.
If you are good at logic puzzles and coming up with odd ways of doing stuff, and then also understanding the underlying mechanism, then you'll be really good at it. If not, you'll be good or mediocre. But anyway, I lost what I was going to say. Oh well.
Well, but in general, I tend to think that if you're having fun, doesn't matter.
The headset. It
the
had
headset,
a major flaw. Most headsets, with the earbud design that they were using, they use like a little hollow screw with a little nut to attach the earbud to the headset. And the hollow screw lets the wires run through to the speaker. And this is how the design is set up for their USB version. Now, one of the reasons a lot of people buy the wireless version is because they kill the freaking wires going to the headset by yanking them, pulling them, etc., etc.
Well, but it's also very convenient, the wireless. In general, to play with anything wireless, I enjoy it personally.
But the thing is the wireless version, although it used the exact same earbuds, they used a solid screw and nut configuration to attach the earbuds to the headset and drilled a little hole in the plastic to run the wires through. Here's what happens. If your ears angle a certain way and you adjust the headset forward or backwards, you are literally scissoring the wires.
Well, that's also stupid design.
Yes, it is.
Oh my god. Indeed.
And the holes were just barely big enough to fit the wires through, so it was a scissor.
Ah, yeah, so you say, if I can have the best of both worlds...
Instead of fixing the design, they kind of quit it. I mean, it wouldn't have taken much to fix the design. Switch out the screws used, drop the hole, and move the wire through the hole. You know.
But why don't they ever do it? I don't understand. I have so much good stuff from Logitech that has one stupid mistake in its design, no? Like, the headset I have the Artemis,
instead they come up with
this one, if you're watching the stream.
Yeah. I mean,
It
Logitech makes
well,
another
you can't see
headset
shit
that's
because
basically
the
replaced
camera
it.
sucks.
The H800, nice headset, does not have the same kind of earbuds. It's got kind of this foam paddy earbud instead of little leather or leatherette
Uh huh.
things.
Uh huh.
And well, they collect sweat,
Yeah,
like the
and
leatherettes.
well, that's a stupid thing. No, what I was saying is, okay, I have the headset from Logitech that are the best ones they make. I think they're named the Artemis,
Yeah, they're
and
famous.
these are very good in their construction, except for the little wheel that sets the volume. That after a while loses precision and actually it becomes very hard to adjust the volume, and that's the thing. Then I have the mouse from Logitech, perfect
You've
mouse.
got one of the over-the-ear sets. I like all the on-ear sets. They
Uh,
don't have the wheel. Also, if you
no,
look at their designs, they haven't really updated them in years.
that's true also. Yeah, indeed.
And the thing about the old headset that I love versus the new headsets that they use, the old headset used a little transmitter dongle that was about the size of a thumbstick. You know, your little USB thumb drives.
Yeah, I have one
The
of
whole thing
these,
was
more or less.
about the size of your thumb.
Yeah.
The new ones are these little bitty ones that are barely bigger than the USB connector itself.
No, mine is shaped like a USB key. It's a normal bud.
Eh. Well, the
I
new
bought this
headsets
a couple of years ago. It's not
with
the newer model.
these headsets use the ones that are just barely big enough to be considered you able, you
Sì.
stick them in a laptop and they're flush with the front.
Well, that's a nice thing, though. Huh? If you put it in a
Yeah,
laptop,
if it wasn't for the fact that when you walk out of range with these
uh,
headsets,
you lose.
where instead of automatically muting the
I see where
microphone,
you're
it
going.
just plays
Uh,
back whatever the last sound it heard was.
again and again.
Uh-huh.
That's terrible. Why did they make
So
it
it'd be
like that?
like, I'll be right, and you'd hear
No,
until I came back into
that's
range.
terrible. It's almost like they hate us. I don't know. The
Yeah,
technical companies sorta do in more than one way.
we were talking and I weren't jumping. So,
No, but I see you've been getting close. I was looking at the galaxy map. In any case, I can meet you in the middle. Do tell me if you want to meet. To move
let's
is no
just,
problem.
I won't get there. You have an idea of some missions in the area and stuff like that, so.
Yeah, there's a war going, so it's always easy to make money with that. Even just in real life, no, it's the same thing. We are supposed to be mercenaries after all. That's the job of the
Zero.
elite commander. So do
I tried
you?
multi-crewing earlier and I didn't really get any responses.
I saw you was there. You was looking for multi. I saw in the list of players.
Oop.
Now I was going to ask. Do you also play other flying games, like of the plane
Not right
variety?
now. I
Uh,
just play this one right now.
well, it's quite different. I can see.
Hmm?
I can see it's quite different. So of course it doesn't imply that you also play the flying games, even though that would have been cool because,
I used to play a lot of different flying games.
like,
Well, let me put it to you this way. In storage, all the way back in Louisiana, buried in my stuff.
oh
is
wait,
probably
wait! I have the funniest sound.
okay.
Excuse me. And back. Excuse me, guys. Excuse me, Zagrozakt. I got 1 second sidetracked. And what was I saying? Yeah, James was telling me that he made his money by running meds into a plague-infested system. You're right. It's not only war, he's telling us. Not necessary, it's just that war tends to be the thing I enjoy the most. Maybe that says more about me than the game. But also, well, it's just a game, I mean.
Drop into your zone.
Ah, you're already coming?
I'm here. I just
Wonderful.
need to drop into a zone so
Okay, wonderful. I'm coming out of FST in the conflict zone. I already accepted one mission for it, a new one.
Alright.
And I'm fighting for... Wait a second, I had to kill the future ships.
Get into the zone so I can actually do my little trick.
Your little trick, let me see the trick. I want to see it.
Yes, well, you need to be in the zone.
I think I am in the zone. No, I'm not. I made a mistake in coming out of Super Cruise. Wait. Ah, you are behind me already. I see you on the radar.
No, I'm at the sun. I need you to go into whatever zone you're gonna go into.
Yeah, coming. Wait. No, it's clear. I just pressed the wrong button at the wrong time. Here we come, and slowing down. And now in the blue. Here it is. I am in the zone. Do the trick!
The trick. What I shall do is I shall
I like the accent. I turn it over you so I can see it.
I shall target you and I shall do a wing lock. Enable wingman nav lock. Make sure that you are indeed in target.
I am.
Okay. Now I shall let Super Cruise assist bring me to the nav beacon. And I'm not in line of sight of the nav beacon, evidently.
Okay, I'm starting to move
There we go.
toward
Now I am in Super Cruise assist to the nav beacon. 3, 2, 1.
Do it.
0. Watch it not work this time.
It didn't work.
Oh, I haven't gotten there yet. 0.7 seconds. It hasn't dropped me.
You're doing it with the Super Cruise in practice.
I am doing it with navlock turned on, you in target, and Super Cruise to the nav beacon.
Navlock. Okay. And what's going to happen? You will come right out of...
The bug will happen.
The bug?
Ever have somebody in navlock, and you come out of navlock to, like, say, go to a station?
No, I don't think so. As I said, I'm mostly solitary
I went from
player.
having the sun in my
Here
screen
you
to
are.
having a planet
Ooh,
in
it's
my
white. Nice Anaconda there. It's white. The white snake. Look at that. Got a fighter? Let's deploy our fighters. Okay, Jens is telling me, hi Jens, thank you for coming. He spent a very long time doing passenger missions. Yeah, that's worth a lot of money. I was telling about it just yesterday in the stream. It's a very good credit grind. And he also told me that he gets killed a lot in combat zone. And well, of course, the combat zone.
Is your mission a wing mission or a single person?
Let me see. Wait, because I switched the view. No, yes, it's wing mission. How do I share it? Here it is, share. That's wonderful, even better. Look at that. You know, I have never played co-op ever since they added the wing missions. I guess that makes it 10 times better. Never done it. I used to play with a friend that we haven't played in a while. Mission invite accepted. But this is another one of the bugged conflict zone that is completely empty, apparently.
Oh, wait a minute.
Do you see shots?
Do you have a target for this place?
It was
Sometimes
one
you
of
have
them.
to, like, hit a certain spot before they'll start popping up.
Show me the way. I will follow you.
I don't have the target, so I don't know. Let's see, is there a...
the target, the conflict zone, medium intensity. Okay, I'll head straight to the target. Let's see what happens. I'm 1 kilometer from it. I think if they were supposed to spawn for vicinity, they would have already, honestly. It seems like a bug. I'm already picking up the fighter, we go to a different one. Maybe even a high intensity one, considering the firepower we're we're going to field here. There's nothing. There's nothing. What do we say with zoom away?
Yeah, let's go.
No,
Let
it
me
doesn't make
pilot
sense.
back.
Doesn't make sense to stay here. It's still a buggy game, even after all this time. It tends to come with the ambition. The more that game is complex, the more it is like this. And when did I get up? And I came out of hyperspace automatically? I have no idea. This is something new that never happened to me. Okay, going back to FSD. I don't know, it came out of FSD by itself. Case in point. Okay, the high intensity zone. Again, you're doing it. You are doing it. No, do tell
Hold
me.
on.
I'm perplexed. If you are doing it, tell me. What are
I'm
you
not
doing?
doing it. It's. Let me take you off of Navlock.
Ah, then you do have a hand in this. Frame shift drive activated. Low. Ah, you
Oh,
bring
you
me.
have me on Navlock.
I have no idea. I told you. I always play alone. I don't know what the heck
You've
I'm doing.
Navlocked me.
And what does it mean? No, do tell me because I absolutely don't know. You might see.
It's kind of hard to explain.
It follows you automatically. That's the concept, right?
A little bit. Yeah, a little bit.
I no longer navlock now. Thank you for
So, conflict zone,
letting
medium,
me notice it because I'm an idiot apparently.
conflict zone, high intensity. High intensity conflict zone.
Gents, I would love to stream Star Citizen, but unfortunately, Star Citizen doesn't have VR support. The moment they add it, I would be all over it. But now I no longer play without VR any sort of game. That's just the truth for me. I see an high intensity very close by. 15
I'm going to
million miles. Yeah, other side of the
If you
planet.
keep following me while you have
Yeah.
Navlock, when you might want to target me as well.
Let's try this.
When
Yeah, I want to
when
test
I
the
drop,
technique.
you will drop.
That's cool, let's do it. But to the same place I will drop.
Yep.
Okay.
Helps ensure that you're going to end up in the same.
I don't think you're ready for the closest high intensity zone though, huh? There is one here to the right.
This is the first high intensity zone that was on my list.
No, I have one closer. I don't know why. I'm cancelling the lock because it's very close. 10 seconds like. It's here.
I'm already at 0.7, so.
Ah, so we're going to do different places now. Okay, I'm coming. Okay. But I'm a bit far now because I
2,000
decelerate.
light seconds, 1,000 light seconds.
I will follow you to the place. Let's do it.
0.7. 0.5.
No, I have to accelerate. But it's okay, we will meet there.
0.2. 0.1.
One. I'm very
Millions
far.
of
I'm very
meters.
far. 50 light
14
circle.
millions of meters. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 1.
One. Yeah, I know how it is.
I've dropped.
What happens if I engage in a block here? Will it come out of FST when I close automatically?
Okay, if you have me in Navlock, you should see a wake signal out of range if you're a little bit behind me. Just aim for it.
Ah, yeah, indeed I do. Slowing down.
When
6.
you hit it, it will automatically pull you out.
What a convenient function. It's new, I think. It wasn't here the last time I played with others.
Comes in really handy if you're like escorting somebody along. Says you can follow their wake signal all the way across, so you're always like within close enough region that if they get ganked, you can drop in on them, and you'll drop in right on top of them.
Even closer, you mean?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, so it's made for that purpose, actually. Very interesting, very interesting. Okay, I'm there.
I mean, you can screw it up. It has bugs. I exploit one of the bugs. All right, let's see.
What's this chieftain here?
I'm getting scans, but I'm moving close enough to wait for the conflict zone to kick in.
Yeah, this time it works. I can see a lot of targets already.
Alright, I have
Okay,
the question. Who are we fighting for?
we are fighting for the services because we have to kill the future. Yeah, 30 ships from the future actually.
I don't see
So,
yeah, I see a future. So we
yeah.
are fighting against future. So we are fighting
Uh-huh.
for
Services.
Galice 7278.
Exactly.
So
Yeah. I'm fighting right now. All these small targets though. No, wait. There's a python. If it's not a python, at least I'm not wasting ammo. Also, because in the end you waste much more time in killing the small ships, no? Than actually going for the more valuable targets. It's counterintuitive, but just the way it is.
70. You don't have a target right now.
I do. I'm firing at the... What's his name? Heisenberg, his name. This python, really. Heisenberg.
Heisenberg?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go kill the meth pirate.
I think it's actually based on the Nazi scientist, possibly. Because many names of scientists are in the... You know, I wrote an article about Heisenberg just the other day. I have a blog dealing with science and similar matters. And there is this very funny mental image. When the Allies were invading... I think it was in Germany, yeah. In the final stage of the war, there was a special mission meant to find the installations where the Nazis were researching the atom bomb, no? And Heisenberg was in one of these. It was actually the cellar of an ancient church in a village in Germany.
Dead.
And they had built some kind of makeshift nuclear generator that looked like a chandelier. It's the craziest thing. And it was made of little cubes. There was an article about it on a famous newspaper, no? And this cube, actually, many of these were cubes made of, I don't remember which, I think uranium, yeah? Some nuclear material, some radioactive material. And Heisenberg escaped, the man itself, on a bike while the soldiers were coming, on a... no, bike can mean two things in English. Wait, the one with the pedals, I mean, the one muscle activated, not a motorbike. A bicycle, here it is, I couldn't find the word. With all the cubes, with many cubes in its backpack. And these cubes actually were dispersed around Europe and many were sold later at various bidders. It's kind of a funny story. So I can see why they chose that name in particular for the series Breaking Bad. He was an interesting character. And also a very important scientist, by the way. Then he went to work for the US, like many other scientists of the German persuasion after the end of the war. I mean, it makes sense from a strategic point of view. And these are the kind of things I write about in my blog. It's just, I was mentioning it just passé, not because I wanted to advertise it for it. It just came to... It's also written on the bottom of the stream screen. No, go, you were saying something, excuse me.
I'm being torpedoed.
No, really, from who? Oh, and now noticing that my shields were going down while I was speaking. Let me recharge them. I'm currently fighting a Fer de Lance. But he's very angrily shooting at me. Look at this guy. I noticed the state of the shields very late, actually. Good thing I mounted the cell again. I have a lot of firepower pointed at me at the moment. I have to move a bit. Go away 1 second, and then I come back. Yeah, the position is pretty... Every time I return to the conflict zones, I find them to be harder, so it's either me that lose my touch or the game gets harder with time, I don't know. Usually with a Corvette I can clear one of these things. I remember I used to clear them with extreme ease, now not as much. Not as much.
Be right back.
I'm burning cells like they're candies actually. No, I have to move away. Look at this. Coming to your location, huh? I might pull some enemies into you, I hope.
I have to run. I was being torpedoed to death.
Okay. Well, but probably will happen soon with me too, because I'm under absurd fire at the moment. There's very little friends and many enemies. Where is the third lance I was fighting? I think... no, here it is. No, I passed it. No, but you know what? No. Maybe I'll
I
escape
know
too.
this place has a station.
Murphy Station is the closest one, yeah. I don't want to escape yet. Let me put some distance between me and them. Here's the further lands.
That's right, I don't have a HUD.
Why is that?
I have no canopy.
Ah, they broke your canopy. Oh god, you was very in danger. I didn't realize it. You need help escort of some kind to return to the station?
Nah, I'm good.
Okay. What life support system you got?
I got 12 minutes, 54 seconds.
It's the D version, I think the same everyone uses well because it's the lightest one, but it's enough.
I tend to go with A, actually.
So actually,
I was fighting for a few minutes without a canopy until I killed the ship I was attacking. The problem was I was being attacked by a bunch of other things.
no, but me too. It's very hard opposition, to say the least. If I complete the mission while you're not here, you're getting also the money,
It
right?
doesn't matter. Here's the cool thing about wing missions. You could complete the wing mission all by your little lonesome, as long as you don't turn it in. And like I showed up, or a couple of your friends showed up, you could share the mission with them.
At the last moment, okay, and everyone gets...
It could already be completed, you just haven't turned it in yet. You could share the mission with them.
I'm out of ammo, actually.
And they will be able to turn in for their reward. I'm gonna go run to the bathroom real quick while this is...
Yeah, I have to go and reload also. I'm out of ammo at the moment, I haven't noticed. You're right, James. Yeah, we should do it. We should map the targets. I think I have the buttons. Now I'll go where I have them mapped. We should concentrate on the same target. Yeah, he's right. 100%. Let's go to Murphy Station. Well, actually to the closest station or settlement, either of the two. Murphy Dock is the closest. James, when are you coming to play with us also? It would be cool to form the entire wing. I remember you told me you play this game quite often. I would love actually to have a multi-crew while we're doing this, to bring more players. I look at this, Commander E.P. Wolf is online. I can send him a message. Let's do it. Hi, do you want to come play? Yeah, Peli, typical, with me and Zach. That might be problematic, however, because yesterday, yeah, we were in the same system, but through multi-crew. I can still start the multi-crew while I play with Zacrosect that stays in his ship, if we don't form a wing, so it's going to work also like that. Let's see what he responds. I contacted him through the game itself, so... Week after the next I will be at home, probably then. Perfect. I would love it. This 1 week probably I'll have to reduce my streaming time, so I'll be quite busy with several things pertaining to the previous phone call and several things that are in motion, so actually the next week will be better also for me. But did he land before going to the bathroom? Huh? He was without a canopy. It's kinda dangerous what he's doing actually. Ah, he's there. Okay. Usually when I break the canopy of something like an Anaconda, I tend to kinda poop myself also. So he was very calm about the entire matter. Interesting indeed. He's in Super Cruise, yeah. And also, look at the hull of the ship, very heavily damaged. He told me he has an A module, but also he told me he didn't have many minutes, strangely enough, because the A module lets you last quite a bit. And he said like 10 minutes, I think. I don't remember. Maybe I didn't get it right. There was all the noise of the battle. I couldn't exactly...
The problem is you can't share while in wing. While not in wing.
Ah, you're right. For playing with EP Wolf, you mean? What? How many minutes did you have with live support? We were speaking about this on the stream.
About 8 minutes right now left.
8 minutes, huh?
Yeah.
Well, it's plenty, yeah. I can see your ease of mind. Usually when I break it, I have a very short time, because I only carry small life support.
This isn't a jump conda. Given the way...
Well, of course, it's going to have a
I
combat.
don't have highly engineered anything. I've got engineered stuff, but I don't have all of them open. Nor do I have, like, the super shields and shit like that, so... Losing my canopy in a... If I started getting torps shot against me... Also, if you run into NPCs that actually target systems, and you're in an Anaconda, you're almost guaranteed to lose your canopy.
Can you protect it with the module protection? What's his name? The module that protects the modules. I think I put a fairly big one on mine. But usually when I run out of shields, I run out also of the battle. It's just too expensive to buy back this blasted thing. I lost it the other week and still grinding back the money. In my opinion, it's a weak point of the game. It prevents experimentation, it prevents fun in the end, to be so scared of dying. Dying can be a fun part of the experience. You should be punished for it, but not so much. It's really too expensive.
Better than buying the whole ship, I mean.
Yeah, indeed, that would be absurd.
Plus, there is lots of ways if you're not having luck doing something, losing your ship a lot, there's always something safer to go make some money to cover your rebuys.
Yeah, it makes sense from a logical point of view, but from a game point of view, I don't know. There should be a midpoint. But many simulators make you lose, like the plane. You break your track in Euro Truck, no? That is a kind of a fitting analogy with this. Sometimes you are tracking in this game, you are tracking in space. If you break the track, it doesn't cost you like a third of the track to get it back. And also this is combat oriented. But maybe it's a personal view, I mean. I also enjoy the kind of PvP multiplayer games where you die like 10 times per match, so it's part of the experience for me.
Is it in miscellaneous? Is it in miscellaneous?
We should, it was being suggested by James, the person watching my stream, we should try to target the same thing with the control.
I was trying to. You switched on me.
I switched? No, I was targeting... Okay, no, this time I'll be more careful. Let me see where I have bound the keys, because I remember I do have it. Ah, by the way, I sent a message to EP Wolf from yesterday, but he hasn't responded, no.
Jenison landing.
Let me see where I set the keys. Controls. Targeting. Select Wingman 1. Joy 10, which is... Joy 10 I think is this. No, that's cycle previous ship. This. Tell you what, I'll just bind it on the keys. One button from the wheel. Yeah, because I have a wheel in front of me. I press that, I target the same thing as you. And let's put one also for wheel.
There. I had a shield cell, but I accidentally forgot that I changed it.
The key for using it? I use it with the dedicated key. I don't go to the actual menu to do it. To select the fire group, I mean. I just push the key. I never
I don't have it. I don't even have it on a fire group. So.
No, me neither. I push. Yeah, that's the thing. It makes much more sense, no?
It's just that the key I had it set for now has a much more useful purpose: cycling sub targets.
He's right. Jens says, it seems like kind of a design flaw. A giant powerful ship like Anaconda, yet they put the pilot in a compartment on the edge with a flimsy canopy. Yeah, it's true of almost every single elite ship. It's very vulnerable.
It's a little bit like the Federation sticking the bridge on a bubble
at the top of the ship instead of in the middle of the ship, in the most protected spot on the ship.
Yeah, it's military ships have it like this. Hi Atanas, thank you for commenting. Welcome to my stream, new guy. He's telling me that my screen is jittery. I should add smoothing to the tracking. How do I do it, Atanas? If I knew, I would do it immediately. Do you know anything about it? Honestly, I don't think you can do it. Smoothen like the... That would be cool. Some kind of stabilization like the GoPro cameras have, no? That keep the screen centered while you move your head around in VR, streaming VR. But I don't think there is a solution right now. If there was, I would certainly use it on my stream. But thank you for the suggestion, Adanas. Honestly, I don't know it. Also, I still carrying for some
That
reason.
would actually be kind of neat if you could
No?
set the camera up so that it's just to the right and behind the pilot, so that you could actually see the pilot moving around and whatnot.
Yeah, that would be cool. But also, no, I would enjoy actually to just have a fixed camera for the viewers, because in general, it's cool to stream VR for what it means. But for people that are watching, it's not the most convenient thing. You end having this video that moves around a lot. There's nothing I can do about it. But I see you taken off, right? I was going to the to the office screen. No, then I'll launch you, so coming after you. It will make it smoother, like it won't pick up every small sharp. Tell me, how do I do it? If you teach me your magic, I will be very grateful to you, Atanas. Maybe it's an OBS option, I mean the software I use to stream. I don't know anything about it. I will research it now that you told me about it. Probably there is a solution. That would be the coolest thing. I've spoken it before. In the end, no, when you're streaming VR, it's like you're wearing a GoPro on top of your head and you're showing the GoPro, but it's not stabilized because VR doesn't have a stabilization solution. There should be some
games
technology.
that are actually like keyed towards it sometimes give you what's called a stream camera.
Yeah, some of them do, but not the simulators, which is what I like. Unfortunately, yeah. I remember, for instance, they had...
Which is kind of interesting on your point of view, because you have to grab the virtual camera with your controllers, move it into position.
Yeah, something sort of like that. I don't know. That would be cool. Okay, I'm following you. Ah, no, you're following me. Okay, let's head to the closest...
darn it.
The closest points of interest that we have. There is a low intensity. No, that's boring.
Let's get back to a lower medium intensity.
You want to do that? Okay, target 1, I'll try my new binding, so I can target the same thing as you.
Alright. It doesn't work in Super Cruise, only when we're in battle. If that's what you want.
Okay, I also fired one on my shield cell. I wasted it because I was pressing buttons at random. Very cool.
Alright, conflict zone, low intensity, conflict zone, low intensity. There's a low intensity...
There's a low intensity very close by, look, 380 light second. Navlock me, I'm going to it.
Oh.
It's towards the star, actually. Right in front of us.
Alright. You head towards that.
Okay.
Let me know when you're in there.
Yeah. But did I actually bind my target same binding to the same button as the shield cell? Now I'm worried about it. Well, I'll discover it soon enough. It's so passing really close to the star now. I could hear the sound of it. I love the sound design of this game. No? It makes you hear the things that pass you by, like you're whizzing a very close distance. Actually, you're like millions of kilometers from every single thing. Doesn't make much logical point of sense, but it's still cool.
I think it's just, you know, I figure if they actually did it in real ships, it'd be like what they do with cars, making fake engine noises through the stereo.
Yeah, something like that. Also, like the sounds that the electric cars make, no? So people are warned about the danger. It's like computer generated. That doesn't explain the fire in space when ships explode, but still.
It takes forever for me to turn around.
I'm at the conflict zone. Do I drop into it?
At the conflict zone, okay.
But wait a second. It's a different faction. No, we're not going to find our targets here. It's the Conservative versus the Gliese and Co. We need the future Vilcaret or whatever it's called. No, this conflict zone is not good. We have to go to the other side. I'm sorry. I brought you to a dead end.
Oh, go to the other one then.
Yeah. It actually told you when you targeted it. Yeah, that's the reason it was isolated from the others. It's a different war. The system actually has two wars raging at the same time.
Oh, wow.
Hey, it's a very busy system. They tend to solve their problems without diplomacy. I had sent a message to the player from yesterday, but he's not responding. EP Wolf.
Yeah.
Probably he's
Wouldn't worry about it
AFK.
then.
Yeah, he's doing solo play, probably AFK or just relaxing.
To be quite honest, I should be heading outside the bubble again and continue my material collection.
No, let's do also that if you want, because I wanted to show the exploration aspect of the game.
That is so boring, man. That is boring.
It's boring? Well, but just to show it.
Plus, do you have have you got a ship that'll do 50 light years?
Yeah, several. I have the Asp Explorer, also the Anaconda. If I outfit for exploration, I think it does just that. I don't know if bringing the
Now,
mining
what-
equipment is going to
Actually,
slow it
there
down.
is something I would like to try that we could try if I can figure out how to invite somebody to the ship.
Doing multi-crew exploration, like.
Multi-crew mining using the SRVs, because the whole thing about this is SRV thinging. Your streaming system, does it allow you to actually choose other inputs?
Inputs meaning to show what you're doing from the ship, huh?
Yeah, like if I started streaming, could you rebroadcast
I think I could.
in a
Yeah,
sub window?
it's not. The only problem with doing that, yeah, I could do it by using an overlay. Could look cool. I wouldn't be able to see the chat because I can only have one overlay. But that's an interesting idea. Let me think about the problem. I think we could encounter is that my internet kinda sucks at the moment, and I could have streaming problems with it. I don't know. I'm changing provider like next week. It's been doing very bad
Have you got
recently.
You got a target and everything?
I'm targeting the conflict zone at the moment, heading for it.
All right.
Once we get there, I'm going to rebind the button for targeting the scenting as you because I'm afraid I bound it wrong. It also fires my shield cell. It's wrong.
Yeah, for that, I actually still use the keypad because I also use it to send my my little piloty dude out.
No, but actually I forgot. But I had a binding that is a combination of button on my throttle, but I don't remember which combination. That's the problem. The control scheme I was using is something I downloaded it for my own joystick. It included a very convenient to use binding for targeting the same thing as the members of the wing. But since I was playing always alone, I rebounded it to something else. But it was still usable. It's just that I forgot what it is. I always play
The
alone.
only problem about shield cells with my setup is they heat the hell out of the ship,
That's
so
normal.
I have to fire
Yeah.
a cell and
And
a
it's
heat sink at the
that's
same time.
normal practice. It's what everyone does. Sometimes I don't do it because yeah, it damages the ship, but it damages less than what the enemy would do if you weren't using the shield cells. So in the end, it's worth it. It's still a good.
If we were to do mining, I would hop into my ASP and we would have to head out about 32 to 36 jumps.
It could be interesting towards the end of the stream this morning. If you want, we can do it. Let's complete this mission and then we do it. I have an Astro
Alright.
Explorer right on Murphy Station. It's the one that does more or
Mine's
less
over at Jameson
everything.
Fort. It'd
Well,
probably
but-
take about 8 minutes to get here.
Yeah, it's not complex. With that ship, we can meet very easily. I could
And,
even do it with the Anaconda. The Anaconda is an excellent exploration ship,
We'd
no?
go over to Hip. Now, before we did it, I would actually want to try something. I would like to try to get you into my multi-crew.
But you know what? I seem to remember that multi-crewing with SRV had some problems previously. I don't know. I remember trying it with a
They
friend.
fixed a lot of
Ah.
multi-crew.
Okay, because I remember trying just that to pilot the multi-crew. My friend was in the SRV and the ship it didn't work. I don't remember the problem, but there was.
You're supposed to be able to drop 2 at once now.
Even that's cool. My ASP carries 2, I think. Okay, I'm in the zone and there are the correct factions. So we target in the future. I'm fighting for the services, just like before.
Oh, you're in there?
Yeah. Let me see what I can engage. This is a medium intensity, so
get
there are
there.
smaller
Let me get
things.
there.
That's good. We will complete the mission more quickly. Oh, yes, the python named Unyielding Bellum. What a name.
Unyielding balloon.
Bellum. Yeah, it sounds like a balloon, but I think it's Latin. It's supposed to mean war, no? Bellum. The fourth conjugation of Latin. This guy, he dares to attack the Corvette.
I messed up.
I think I see a blue... Ah, no, okay, I see you in blue because we're in wing, but you're not yet in the zone, right?
Yeah, but I messed up.
Okay.
Shouldn't be hard to fix. I
Okay.
just have to hit 2. And what did I do? Okay, I've got
Maybe you came
on,
out a bit too soon, same thing as me before.
Target the station, set it up for super cruise, and target you. Oh, I know what happened. When you went in, you dropped out of my target.
So it was my fault, I bet. Sorry.
No, it was not your fault. It was not your fault. Because it doesn't do it all the time.
It's a bug.
Yes.
The usual things.
Well, the actual trick that I'm using is not a 100% thing to begin with. Hit, boom, I'm there. See?
Okay, I see you. Oh, you
I was at
arrived
the
very
station.
fast. I'm targeting this unyielding bellum guy, but he's almost dead. It's okay. No problems there.
Headed your way.
They deployed the fighter, by the way. No, I always... No, I did.
Oh, wait, what?
What's up?
Why the hell did it do that?
What did you do?
Threw me back into hyperspace.
Ah. It's the same thing I encountered previously. It's probably because of the wingman nav lock, you know. Did you engage it? Disable it, because that doesn't work. In my opinion, it's broken. I think it was
I think it's because we're targeting each other when we do that.
Ah.
Oh god, I'm 102 kilometers away from you.
Ah, no, okay. No, actually it works. The button I set to target the same thing as you works. And if I press it, it targets you. Probably because you have no target at the moment.
97, 96. Okay, I'm gonna try to do a hop.
I see you came back into the zone. Yeah, 200 meters. You're very close. Now shooting the
0.
Asp Explorer. Or is that the distance of... No, that's probably the fighter. Yeah, it's not you, but that's so close.
Let's see, I should have come out closer to you this time. Yep, there we go. I just had to do a little hop. Okay, let's get my pilot out.
I think you are in the zone now. Let me meet you up. Here you are, yeah, 7 kilometers. Okay, there's a lot of small targets, but it's better. I mean, we're trying to complete the mission.
03.
How's it going, by the way, the mission? 7:30. Oh, it will take a while.
Why am I not shooting? There we go. All right. Seven 03.
Who's doing the targeting? You following my target or do I follow your target?
Yes.
The first one. Okay, I'm targeting the chieftain then. Actually, I lost the target now. What is this? Probably used an hitsing.
I don't see him anywhere.
You should have it already. No, you press the button and it puts the symbols. Otherwise, target something. I will follow your targeting. That also makes sense.
No, I found you. I found the one you were targeting.
And also, I keep pressing the wrong button. And the fire chaff. Yeah, I don't know why. Yeah, the reflexing grain to press this button when I try to target the same thing as you. I guess it was a combination with that
I'm
button.
targeting you. You find them. I'll send my guy after them.
Yeah, better, so I don't have to press the wrong button again and again. And now I'm targeting Mighty Seagull, a python. Mighty Seagull, my god, this is the Grim Reaper. These scary names. I like how, depending on your occupation, the NPC selects a name that is in theme with it. Now, all the pirates have these piracy-related names, or somehow evil. So actually, the police is going to suspect you to begin with if your ship is named like a relenting respite, require something very dark, tomb. They have these names, terrible. And of course, the conflict zone has conflict team names, like the balloon guy from before, and this is actually a sequel even. And I don't know why, my finger keeps slipping, I'm wasting all my heat sinks. This is something new. Well, it will keep my ship nice and cold at least. I can actually overheat pretty badly with the thermal multi-cannons. They generate a lot of heat also for the ship that fires them.
Yeah, there you go.
There's a shieldless vulture named Iron-Hearted Child. That's another fear-inducing name. To be a child, yet already iron-hearted. In general, I don't pursue vultures, but this one is half dead, so... what else do we have? Half dead Viper Mark IV. Ah, there's some special objective, I think. Defeat enemy Spec Ops wing. Ah, good. That's worth some extra money, right? Let me destroy this half-dead thing at the moment.
He's part of a wing, by the way. Oh, he's not. Never mind.
There should be a wing, yeah. I don't know if they're actually in a wing, but they have in
He
their
was in a wing. He ain't no more.
Perfect, perfect.
Going after
Let
your
me
next target.
see. Looking for... Ah, yeah, it's the one that is ranked elite in general. Is the Spec Ops. System Defense, Fortress Thunder. No, it's not in the Spec Ops wings, it seems. But still, I mean, it's a possible target and almost dead. Let's try to speed up the ship killing to complete the mission so we can do the mining thing. It's just what I wanted to do, actually. To go off the bubble and mine is what I intended to do yesterday.
Well, this isn't really... I mean, this is more like material collection. This is using the SRVs.
Uh-huh, even better. No, I need materials in general. I need even the most basic one to synthesize the ammo. Completely out of them. Okay, I'm targeting a python now, so back.
Okay.
This is fully shielded. Worth more money.
Got his power plant.
Targeting the power plant, I will do the same then. Well, with two people, everything goes much smoother, huh? I probably have to buy the mining equipment for the ASP. I don't have any on it.
You shouldn't need what we're gonna try. You shouldn't need anything.
Ah,
Just-
no, yeah,
I
right,
wanna
you
see how
told
this
me.
works.
Just material gathering. Yeah, no need for
Yeah,
mining it.
I want to see how this works first. We're gonna do something close.
Okay, okay. Even better. No need to waste time on outfitting. Oh, he's coming straight for me, this guy. This is deadly rated. Well, it feels like stronger than that.
Is this one of the spec op guys?
No, actually, I don't think so. It's written in the name when they are. Battle 1, okay, even the better. No, the Spec Ops are normally rated Elite, I think. There was one rated Elite, but it wasn't in the Spec Ops. Almost dead, finally. I think he's running away. I think he's running away. Let's not let him. Okay, dead it is. No, yeah, he was running away in that precise moment, and the zone is empty. Okay, picking up the starship.
Can't see anything here.
No, that's over. Battle 1 is sad. We have to move to another spot. Here comes the fighter. And recover.
Yeah, this left right is. Whoa!
Let me see you recover your fighter.
You're a lot closer than I was expecting.
Yeah, we're kinda close. Let me take a look at your livery. That's a white livery. It's cool. Did you buy it with arcs or actual money?
Well, Axe is
A
actual
bit.
money now.
Yeah.
You can't. This particular paint job was one of the cheaper ones. I got it during the Christmas time when they were giving you like 100 per
No,
day for a little while.
I wish I took advantage of that. All my ships are standard color.
My other Anaconda actually has a purchased set of ornamentation, but it's not anyway suited for battle.
No,
It
of
gets
course.
butt
It's
right
either
now.
one or the other. And they have lights on the ship. Yeah, external light. So I can see you with light. Picking up the fighter? You have picked it up? Okay, then we're going to the other conflict zone, I guess. It's a bit unnerving how all my weapons aim at you automatically if I target you. Maybe I should retract the weapon. Let me try external lights. Ooh, it's also got some blue. Very cool. I'm very jealous of this pendulum.
Another one looks nice. It's all piratey.
Yeah, but then the body kits are cool also, not the one with all the spiky things, like coming from Mad Max. Doesn't make
I don't
much
really like them. I looked at a lot of them and I'm like, eh.
Well, they're not very
It's
intim. You're not very
It's detracted
intim.
from the look of the ship in my mind for the Anaconda anyway.
You're not
Does an
wrong, you
Anaconda
know.
need with a
You're not
spoiler?
wrong. The Anaconda is very sleek, very modern looking. You turn it into that monstrosity.
Actually, I'm surprised you said it because I think it looks like something that was slightly kludged together, very built because we need this, and one of those designs that shouldn't but works too good.
Really,
to
you see it
die.
like that? You see it like that? No, I don't see it like that. I see it like an expensive motor boat. That's what it resembles most of all for me.
Oh, I definitely think it's a freaking cigarette boat.
Yeah, it looks like a boat, no? In the end. I'm heading for the closest medium
Those little fast
intensity.
speedboats with the really long holes.
Yeah,
really
yeah.
long fronts.
No, I know them. Absolutely. There was also a video game dealing with that kind of ships. No, I don't remember the name. It was also in the arcades. I used to love it.
Okay, let's see.
I'm heading
Where
for
shall we
the
go
medium
now?
intensity conflict zone. That is by the planet. Well, I don't know what it is. That way, you can follow me, I guess. How's the mission going? I guess it's going to take a while, huh? We are
1272,
1930.
eh?
Ah, no, 1930. C'è?
This one
Dimmi.
3,800.
Speaking with someone. Ok, perfetto.
1930.
Va bene.
1930. I don't see one that's 1930.
What you looking for?
I'm looking for where you're headed.
Ah,
Aha!
follow me,
Here's
no?
one. Conflict zone medium intensity.
Yeah, I was pointing now. I targeted the high intensity one. No, let's go to the medium. It makes more sense. We finish the mission quicker, actually. So we can do the mining thing. The material gathering thing, I mean.
I think that's the one I came from.
Ah, we're going back and forth. Well, as long as he spawns things, I mean, they was empty before. Who was the closest one? There's also a port here, Schmidt port, but it's small.
Oh, yeah, that's the one I came from.
Yeah, I brought you back to the same place. Well, I mean, if the enemy ships are there, it's going to work.
I doubt they're gonna be there. It wouldn't have reset yet.
It's got a timer.
There's another medium intensity.
Close by, eh? Well, there's an high intensity very close by.
I don't want to touch a high intensity. We could
No,
actually get.
probably not. Better not. Well, I'm
I
here,
don't
I
have
might
enough
as well.
engineering on my weapons for high intensity.
Probably so, yeah. Well, I'm already here. I'm going to check it out. In any case, you start going towards another
I'm
conflict
going
zone.
to the same one you're at. I see the green marker. So.
Okay. No, there's enemy. Okay. No, there are actually. Yeah, it's working. Doesn't make sense, this guy sometimes. But it doesn't have the future whatever ships. Because I'm stupid, I need to check the defections of it. And sorry. It's useless. Wrong way. It was wrong in the end. The factions are wrong. It doesn't have the targets we need.
Okay, breaking away.
And sorry. I didn't check it. I did the same mistake twice. Okay, so what do we have close by that is low intensity? This has the new future
Take me off
whatever.
a wing target, please, so I can target you without the system bouncing us.
What do you want me to do, excuse me?
Take me off of Navlog.
Ah, I'm still locking you. Excuse me. Okay.
Yeah.
No, actually not. I can engage Wingman Navlock. I can cancel Wingman.
Okay, good.
I
good.
engage and cancel. It was cancelled in theory.
Alright, didn't know it got cancelled.
I'm heading for another zone, but now I'm afraid it's the one we're coming from. I have no idea actually. This is low intensity though. It was in a medium intensity, so it's bound to be another one. And this says that it does the correct faction, okay. And sorry, it was a full error and I went really the wrong way.
And I have you on screen.
Massacre contract. No, that's for another mission. Okay, almost there. Let's hope this one's good. Slowing down, decelerating. I don't remember the planet, I don't know if it's the same as before, but it was a medium intensity, this is a low intensity. It's the one with the yellow colored satellite. This is a strange satellite. What the heck is this thing made of?
Are you in there? Or...
Almost there. To target
Alright.
the satellite to know its rocky body. Seems to belong to a player faction, this system. It says it's the 8th Dragon Squadron. It's a player-made faction, I bet. I think I came a bit too fast. Yeah, good thing the planet will slow me down. I mean the satellite.
You don't use Super Cruise assist?
No. Okay, I'm there. Now, you know what I do? When I'm 10 seconds from the target, I was speaking about it on stream, you put the power at 75%, it always slows down perfectly well. It scales by itself, even if you don't do anything else. and it makes you stop. So you no longer need it if you do like this. Okay, this is a good zone. It's working and it's got the correct faction. Fighting still with for the services versus the future. We fight against the future. We are warriors of the past. Already I see an Anaconda. That's good. They deploy the fighter? No, I always tend to forget. Deploy the fighter also. And let's fire at this thing. I mean, why not? This is low intensity, it has the Anaconda, no? It makes sense. You go to the high intensity, it's all tiny ships.
Well, an Anaconda, as good as it is, if it isn't engineered,
No, it doesn't
it's,
fight. I agree.
It's an easy ship to kill.
Very easy, because they turn so slowly. You put yourself behind. Even with something much smaller, you can destroy it even before it turns for you. If he points his weapon at you, you're finished. That's certain, if you have the smaller ship. But you can destroy it if you're careful. And they're also worth a lot of money in general.
Whoa.
Almost dead, almost dead.
Okay, fighting for 12, whatever.
I'm starting to run low on ammo. I have very little ammo on these multi-cannons.
0. Dropping my pilot. Weapons hot.
Look at that, he's firing all his weapon on me and I had to use the cell actually. He was doing quite a bit of damage. It is an Anaconda after all.
He's chaffing. Of course he's chaffing.
Okay, what else do we have? I see something else big. This was the low intensity zone. It's full of anacondas and pythons. It's only low intensity in name, I bet.
Yeah, low intensity also means that you don't get a lot of just hot targets coming after you.
Ah, they spread out more like. Well, that's very, very appreciated.
And you don't get the events like Spec Ops or the mega ships,
Ah, also that, okay.
capital ships, whatever you want to call them.
These are cool to fight. All I'd ask actually in VR is for a game that is plot-driven like the old Wing Commander or X-Wing games. That would be very cool.
Alright. What's next?
I'm targeting... I would target small stuff. Let's try to finish quickly. Small stuff and
Okay.
easy to kill, like this Cobra Mark III. Named Bloody Sovereign. Another fear-inducing game. I lost the target. Because he fired the heatsink. That's the reason I switch targets sometimes. When they fire the heatsink, you can no longer target them until they generate enough heat. It's kind of an easy countermeasure. It's not the poor man's shaft. You fire the heatsink. Sometimes it saves you. Ooh, he hit another cobra. They went spiraling. Ciao! Ooh, this is you, I think. No, no problem, no problem. No damage done.
Yeah, she doesn't. She slips in hard turns.
It's a slidey ship. It's got a lot of inertia.
This one more than most, because I've really kicked up the hull.
Yeah, but also in general, I think the main difference between the Anaconda and the And the Corvette, they're not very different in firepower, they're kinda similar. The fact is that the Corvette turns better, that's the main point of it. It's more maneuverable. Firing an half-dead Cobra now, always to try and finish the mission quick. Should be able to do it in this zone, I think. Okay, Wills is almost dead. I see an Anaconda. Well, the Anaconda has its shield down, but wait. There's another half-dead Cobra. Violent Redoubt.
Cobra Mark II, pilot away.
I think I lost it though. Ah, I have found it again. Violent. Ooh, I
I
passed.
just hit my own pilot. Isn't that lovely?
Well, it happens. I mean, it's also war.
No, I mean, I actually ran into him as he was.
Yeah, I understood it. But wait, that's the way I understood. Well, my most friendly casualties in war come from that.
Like a fly on the windshield, to be quite frank.
It happened to me also while playing flight simulations. You know what happens when two players follow the same plane? It's actually very frequent that they hit one another, and usually it's game over when it happens. It becomes a little match of trying to understand whose fault was it that.
Shields went back up.
Yeah, it's a persistent little Cobra Mark III.
Just as power plant, you work on his overall shields. Bring the beam lasers into play.
Yeah, these do damage. Okay.
And boom, 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 boom.
I think there was, yeah, the Anaconda with the shields half down is really too much of a temptation, to tell you the truth, even if it will probably
Going for him.
cost me a lot of ammo. It's named Revenge, the Anaconda is. Shooting.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Manifest. Heat sink. Point. He's got a lot of point defense. Shield booster.
Okay. And now... So you're actually targeting the generator, no? The power plant. I usually do it like that. I have the bindings for next subsystem and previous subsystem. If you start from the back, you go backward, you go previous subsystem, it targets the power plant much sooner. It's one of the first three things you see.
I'll
Very
have
useful.
to change my binding.
It's very useful because in general, if you're targeting the subsystems, you're going to shoot just that. Okay, now it's firing at me, but that was absolutely not
He
into
did.
my shields. He will die very soon. I might even ram it. No, he escaped. What the hell? I'm almost out of a multi-cannon
Let's
ammo.
just finish.
This is bad. The multi-cannon ammo I always
Oh,
exhaust. How's the mission? 27:30. We only need another 3 ships. Let's destroy these 3 ships, then we go do the other thing. Like there's an half-dead eagle. Here it is. 6
mind you, that takes
kilometers.
a little bit of an experiment just to see if it works now.
Let's do it. It's bound to be interesting. I have more or less another hour of streaming available. I guess it should be enough, no? I can stretch it to an hour and a half.
1, 2, 3.
I'm now firing at the eagle. I'm doing it with the fighter because the main ship is very low on ammo.
Where'd he go?
It's a tiny thing. In fact, with the fighter, it might take less time to destroy it.
Where'd he
I
go?
wouldn't have
Where'd he go?
thought
Where'd
the
he go?
eagle
Where'd he go?
to
Where'd he go?
turn
Right, there he is.
better than the fighter, actually, but it does.
This way.
What is he doing? Staying alongside me or something?
Me,
Fine, I'll switch to the radar.
I'm piloting the fighter now. I'm
Found him.
fighting an eagle. I don't know what the NPC is doing with the main ship. Probably just hanging there, serving absolutely no purpose. That's what they tend to do. And surprisingly, I don't do shit to the eagle with the fighter. And actually, the eagle is killing me. No, I switch back to the mothership then. No, only problem is that I'm
Gains on
out
him.
of multi-cannons at the moment. I only have big things. to fire with, so to shoot at the eagle would be useless. I will go for this practically dead Asp Explorer. I still have the burst laser, the cannons and the railgun. But the cannons and the railgun are fixed, so it's kinda hard to aim. If I go to small ships, I won't hit them. Okay, this one's dead. So we need another
You
two
want
ships.
weird? Try managing turreted weapons. You have to constantly switch fire groups to reset which ones are firing. Because you can't stop them once you start them.
Yeah, no, I know.
They're
They
not
start
doing it.
shooting and they keep shooting the same thing. I remember it. I do use them. I use them on the federal gunship because it's a gunship. To not put the guns, the turrets on it would feel wrong in a way. And
Alright,
actually, I think my burst laser is more than enough to bring down this eagle. Let's do it. So we will be just one ship left. $32, 30. Yeah, with the multi-cannon it would die in like one brief second, unfortunately. But don't tell me we will have to go to another zone for the single last target. I'm starting to have this bad feeling. Unless that's the last target. Let me check it out. Oh, it's the 29th. We have to go to another zone for one target. What the hell?
Did you hit this one?
Oh yeah, I did a lot of damage. It will count.
Tagged it? Okay. Check your count now.
29. We need another one. What a stupid thing. Okay, picking up the fighter. Here we comes.
Alright, my fighter is finally heading back. He didn't wanna.
Heading back. Okay, I'm starting FSD. I will try to finish it quickly so we can head back to the station. Let's see what we have close by. Even the high intensity, whatever. The closest one. No, actually, they're all far. High intensity is kinda close. I'll go there. Even with reduced weaponry, I still have all my defenses. I won't be in danger, I think. It has the correct factions, okay. Seconds from it.
Why am I in which space?
Where are you? Ah, probably it's loading. Sometimes it takes some
Which
time.
space? The in-betweens. I had to jump systems for some freaking reason.
Ah, you did actually jump season. No, because previously when I engaged the FSD, it took a bit longer, and I think it's because of network. When you're playing with someone else, it has to send the signal
No,
to him.
which space is with the space in
Yeah,
between
yeah.
stars?
No, now I get it. Then I don't know. Okay, I'm in the conflict zone. I don't have the main weaponry, meaning the multi-cannon. That's me. I only need someone that is half dead to finish off, like that. Where was it? Ah, I passed it again. No. This one. Hurry up.
Going back to Gleese.
No, I didn't get the kill. It took too long for me. This one. I only need one kill to complete the mission. You might even start... Ah, no, you will have to pick the reward for the mission. No, if you go to the next system, you won't be able to. We have... one question. Do we have to complete the mission at the same time? We stay together in the station and go complete it?
As long as you complete the mission, it's fine. I don't know where you picked it up from. Where'd you pick it up from?
Murphy Station, I think. Almost sure.
Well, when it's clear, it'll actually say. Let me see.
But no, I need another kill. Wait, it's taking minutes now. We'll be dead in a second. It's actually a sitting duck at the moment. I might even go and bump into it. Let's finish the mission with a bang. I will destroy it with my own weight. Boom! I didn't
It's
do
a
much to it.
murky.
No, I even regenerated the shield. Come on, will you die, stupid eagle? Yeah, without the multi-cannons I do shit damage actually. And that's it. And that's it. Massacre complete. That was worth a lot of money, am I wrong? Like 8 millions, no. No, 6 million.
Oh, wait till you get things done up right and you start getting missions that pay 50 and 60 million per.
No, never seen that much. Most I did was like 18 million, something like that.
You got to take some crap missions to get up that high. It requires a combination of high influence and high,
Ranking, yeah.
high influence, high reputation.
I'm only dangerous level. I never. No, wait. No, I never reached the elite level. Only dangerous in combat, tycoon in trade, pioneer in explorer. How long does it take to reach the elite rank? Because I played a lot with this thing.
If you go ahead and beer belly, well, I wouldn't beer belly now, but say 100 per trip. If you mine 1 billion credits worth of stuff, you'll pull elite in mining, and that'll give you access to Jameson and whatnot.
Ah, interesting. I'm going to Murphy Station now to get the money.
I am too.
And also to bring out the Elite Explorer. I have it there. Let me see also the loadout. I think the loadout is pretty good. It should be set for exploring.
I need to figure out how to invite you to that once we do that.
But if you call it, we're going stuck with the waiting time. Maybe it's better if I come to you with my SP Explorer. It won't take long. No, but you will still be here. Now, if only one person could transport another, logic would make sense if I could transport you to your own SP Explorer, but it's not possible. So, how long does it take for it to come here?
3 and 1 and request dock.
I'm coming. I'll be there in a sec.
That's what I gotta say about most games. If there's a bug, see if you can use it in your favor.
No, I agree wholeheartedly. No, also because when it's online, the others will do it. Will exploit the bug.
I'll be quite frank. If you want to do something like, if you're good at targeting stuff, I have yet to be able to do core mining. Because I can't see the damn cracks.
No, I do it. I do it from time to time. I did it the other day. I had a lot of money from it, actually. You get good materials from it, normally. But I would have to re-outfit this ship for mining.
Painite mining is fun. But boring. Plus,
it's a bit of a counter.
I have a question. What do you think of when you do painite mining? How do you find your target?
You're supposed to use the surface scanner, no? On the ring. So do you mean the actual good planets to do the mining?
Once you're in the rings and you're in your hotspot, how do you find the asteroids?
Pulse wave scanner. It's named.
Nope.
No.
Not when you're doing surface mining. When you're using the good old-fashioned beam laser, or even the surface thing, the
abrasion blaster.
Yeah. You do not do that. You go ahead and fire limpets at it. The pulse wave is only to tell if the appropriate size rock is a core.
Ah, really? It's useless for finding.
Because it will skip.
So wait a minute. You can.
It skips. I was taking hours wondering how do people think this is faster using the pulse wave, and then I
thought so.
I accidentally sent a prospecting limpet out at a random rock.
Yeah.
And it was 70% painite. And then I'm like, wait, what? Because it wasn't even glowing. It wasn't doing squat.
I shot at a couple of other ones, 20%, 15%, 30%, 30%, 50%. I'm like, I've been surrounded by riches the whole time.
Now you tell me this has already transformed mining for me. You see, there's a lot to learn in this game. I thought it wouldn't be boring. That's actually very interesting information. You are just single-handedly transformed the way I mine, because then
That's
what I would
mining
do
now.
myself.
That's only for surface mining. If you're doing core mining and what have you, then yeah, following the glow is the way to go.
Because otherwise you have no core mining. I see.
Actually, if you learn the shape of the rocks, there's only like five
Ah,
rocks.
that I heard about now that you told me. I remember this story, but I never actually tried my hand with that. So is there a shape that is better?
No. It just tells you that this is a rock that is going to be blow upable.
Well,
You
that's
generally,
already...
if the rock's there, it's got a core. You just may not know what the core is. You still have to hit it with a prospector limit. But
That's
and
necessary, right? You always have to use the
Is
perspective.
like it'll help you beeline in on stuff a little faster. But it doesn't work if you're doing the surface mining stuff, because it ignores most of the rocks.
Yeah, I know this. Only very
It's
few.
ridiculous. So like, they need a submenu for the pulse wave thing that goes, what are you looking for? I am looking for this type of material in particular.
That would
Okay,
be very useful.
let me scan for that, and it actually show you rocks that have that in it. Right. Did you turn in the mission?
Ah, yeah, I did. Shouldn't I have done it?
Yes.
Ah, no, you scanned me for a moment. No, you scanned me for a moment, because I always play alone. I didn't think about it.
I just heard incoming message. It means now
You got the money then. Okay.
No, I don't have the money. I have to go turn it in. I have 30 days to turn in.
Ah, to get the money too. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm getting the Aspect Explorer then, huh? It's here.
Let's see.
Why cannot I use the ship? What is the meaning of this? You have too much cargo. I know what it is. I'm still carrying the limpet drone from the other day. That's still here.
Alright. Clean.
Do I get rid of the limpet drones? Wasn't it made from here? We're stuck.
Let me see where my... Back.
Allora, I also have the dolphin here, but to mine the Aspect Explorer, to go and actually do the material gathering, I think the Aspect Explorer is better.
Okay. Shipyard.
Here it is. I like the cockpit of the Aspect Explorer. You can see all around. In VR, it's the best cockpit. It looks awesome. So let me see what I carry inside this thing.
Transfer options. Oh wait, actually, back.
This has a jumping speed of, meaning jumping distance. Let me see.
Eagle, Cobra.
48.
Diamondback.
I told you it did the 50. Actually, it does 48. At least with its current outfit. What do I carry here? There's a cargo
Oh
ramp.
Lord, it'll take 36 minutes to get here?
No, it's not what I told you. It's better if we go there, actually. But probably that would also be complex.
Where is it?
I would carry a second SRV. When I go exploring in general, I carry two. Can I put two SRV from different hangars inside a ship? Because it makes more sense with my configuration of...
Yes, you can put two small SRVs in.
It works, yeah.
I just want to know where this thing is at the moment. Where the hell is it?
So I have the two SRV. I have full scoop 6B only. I don't have the 6A scoop. Can I do it here?
It's 195 light years away at Shernan Desara. Oh, it's over in Jameson.
4A, no, it doesn't have it. Cargo rack, shield generator.
Yeah, it would be faster for me to go there.
If you remove the weaponry from the Anaconda, I bet it jumps well. What kind of friendship engineering?
Hello, I am not pulling this weaponry off this ship. My storage stuff is kind of screwed up at the moment. I have to do a lot of sell-offs and
I see, I see.
There's a ship. I dropped a ship frame. You know, I sold off a ship frame
Mm.
because I completely did not like the ship, and I've got
Which
all of its
ship?
weapons and stuff.
Which ship was it?
I don't remember.
So actually, it's the other way around than what you're supposed normally to do. That is to sell the the weapons and not the ship because you get back all the money.
I didn't want to sell the weapons because they were all.
Engineer, yeah, and that's the only reason. Well, okay, let's start heading for this place. Where is the name? What's the name of the system where you keep the ship?
Okay, I don't think you can get to it.
Why? Needs a permit.
Yeah, you have to be elite in something.
No, then I cannot. Vabbè, I can come close. I can
Yeah,
get.
no, actually, you can go to the system. You just can't dock at the dock.
Wow, it's like a club privé. What's the name?
It's Jameson Memorial,
Son
and it is
Memorial.
in. As soon as I get the bookmark, if you give me a moment here.
No, Jensen is the name of the station. Yeah, I need the name of the system.
Okay, the name of the system is Shinrata Dezara.
Oh
Spelled.
my god. Shenrata?
Spelled. I'm going to take a screen cap, and you can look at it yourself.
Maybe it's better. Sending me through Discord?
Yeah.
But I could also just Google Jensen Memorial, huh? We didn't think of that. Elite Dangerous. He will tell me the name of the system, I bet. Yeah, Shinrarta. Oh my god. Okay, I'll type this thing while looking at Google. If I can move the games window. Here it is. I hear you use a mechanical keyboard.
Yeah.
I can
Asked to
hear it.
move something.
Shirarta Dezra. Here it is. It's got an engineer in it also. Which engineer is it? Let me see if I programmed it correctly. No. I don't know why it didn't register. Wait. Shinrata. Here it is. Will you please program a route to it? Why doesn't it? Because I cannot go there, I think. It needs a permit. If it doesn't program the route, I can go close to it. I'm no longer hearing you. I don't know. Okay, now I hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hello?
No, I
Okay.
I cannot get to the system. I can get to a close-by system. I will go to LHS 2435 and we can meet there.
Okay.
I'm going to take a very short break while you start in advance. In any case, I can get there faster in the Asp Explorer. Be right back. 1 second. And back. Okay, here I am. So you're already moving to the place? It's only 5 jumps from here.
It's not that far away.
No. Cannot
Doesn't,
access the system though. I cannot enter the system. I will stay on the close by one. No, it's not that far at all actually. Perfect. So let me see this Asp Explorer. This is something I had been working for a while. It's in theory a good exploration ship. We'll see. It's fairly light. I didn't use the bigger modules for almost anything actually. The shields
Please
kinda
excuse
suck.
how the ship looks. It is a utility ship. It's
Eh?
all. It's a utility ship. I didn't paint it or anything.
Ah, you mean the one we're going to get? It's not a problem.
Yeah.
None of mine are painted. Actually, I think I now would have the arcs to buy something, I hope. I haven't checked it out, honestly, ever since they added the thing. But I must have gathered some arcs.
They're not too expensive if you like the game. I'd give them a little bit to keep it going.
That's true, but in general, I don't enjoy buying cosmetics. I would rather buy something that makes a difference in game, but also that has its down points.
That's the down point. Me,
Well,
There is
actually,
a
I don't
game-
like microtransactions in general, to tell you the truth. I never buy the things.
yeah, you kind of wish there was just a donate to the game thing button in the
That
thing.
would also make
There's
sense,
another
yeah.
game that I played a while back that I liked the game a lot. It was a free-to-play game, but they actually kept it so that you really couldn't skip content,
Which game?
and it wasn't overly grindy at the time. This is a couple of years back. I think it's Warframe, actually. I've got so much stuff stuck in the ability to buy cosmetics that it's kind of ridiculous. Because I really liked the game, so about every 2 months I'd spend about $50 on the game.
Well, if you like it, I mean, people spend more in video games.
Yeah, of course. I know it's ridiculous. I have a very limited budget, and there were months, I'd go months without being able to put anything into it, and then I'd be like, have a little bit to throw in there.
No, excuse
They-
me,
they
what's
were-
the name of the game? I don't think I got it.
I think it was Warframe, but I.
Warframe. Warframe is
it might-
cool. I like Warframe. I play a lot of Warframe. Also in VR, it plays well. If you use an external driver that makes it compatible.
I can't play it anymore.
Why?
They changed the map system, and I cannot make heads or tails of it.
No, really, that's terrible. To see the ability of playing a game you like so much removed.
Yeah, they changed the map system. I can't make heads or tails of it, but yet I'm navigating in here.
And that's a game where the map is already confusing as it is. Terribly so, actually. The tire composition scanner. Discovery scanner is no longer mapped. What is the meaning
Oh
of it?
shit!
Composition scanner, data link, and the tile surface. Okay. Nah, Rance is. What a nice
I did
name.
it stupid.
What happened?
This Anaconda turns a lot faster than my other one, and I've been flying my other one, and I just turned so hard I went into the exclusion zone of the sun.
Oops. It
Wait,
happens.
cool
It
down.
happens. It happens. Come on, no problem.
I'm waiting for the spin down now.
Yeah, I know. Annoying. Warframe was one of my most played games on Steam for the longest time.
Yeah, I played it for a good while. Well, like I said, it's either Warframe or the company that took over EverQuest.
The company that took over, meaning it's doing a different game now.
Same game, they just bought it from Sony because Sony was threatening to shut it down all the damn time.
EverQuest was my first MMO. I played so
Yeah,
much
it
of
was
that
here
thing.
too. I bought it by mistake. And then I got hooked on it.
It had become my life. I became completely hooked on it. I was very young at the time. I was still in high school.
I had to
And
upgrade my computer to play it.
I remember skipping days of school with all sorts of excuses just because I had to play with other people. Then when everyone went with the craze for World of Warcraft, to me it sounded already old news. I had been playing EverQuest for the longest time. I have good memories from that game. It was fun
Oh,
while it
yeah.
lasted. Then I got ruined completely because actually I stopped to play because of a bug. I had a fairly high level ranger that took me years to grind. He was one of the hybrid classes, not that take a lot of time. He had the epic weapon, he had everything. And when an expansion came out, I went to the zone of the new expansion, and for some reason it
Uh-huh.
got like locked out of the game. I could no longer load that character. It froze the game every time I tried to play. And I went to the support. I passed hours waiting for the actual. They had like in-game masters that came there to try to fix. They never fix it. Never. In the end, one of the support people told me, but have you had one of the support people working for the games company told me, do you know that one new game came out, Dark Age of Camelot? Why don't you go and play Dark Age of Camelot? And I say, what the fuck? You and your EverQuest. And I went and I bought World War II Online instead as my second MMO. That proved to be an half-dead game already as it came out, so it wasn't a good deal that I got out of it.
When I bought it, well, what made me leave it was, let's see. Mainly, I left. This was when they were still just doing monthly fees. They didn't have a free to play or anything like that.
No, me too. I
But it got
paid.
so
I paid for
toxic.
it.
It got toxic.
People were strange. It was played by strange people, but still you meet a lot of strange people in online.
Oh no. They when I started, people were helpful. You could easily get a group or whatever. By the time when I left, it was impossible to find a group. The few
I think I
most people
see.
multi-boxed the entire group. The only way you could play was if you had 6 accounts and played them all at once.
Well, I know people that do it, but I guess it's very, very
I
complex.
had 6 accounts and I played them all at once.
Well, you were way more professional than me. I've seen people do that. It's very cool. It becomes a
But I
strategy
much
game in
preferred
practice.
to play with people, you know.
Also, that's
So,
certainly more fun.
I finally kind of floated away from it with that, and I moved over to Second Life. Actually, that's Second Life.
Makes sense. Yeah,
Pulled me away.
you like also VR chat. It's basically the same thing, no? Very similar, I think. It's a more evolved
Well,
version of
actually, I
that.
made a lot of money in Second Life.
And that also makes
Um,
sense, yeah, from what you told me up to now. No, never played it. Never played it. I read the
the
articles. I know the fame of the game, and well, it's more
yeah,
like an experience, I think, than just a game. Sounded interesting, to tell you the truth, but never tried it. I'm not very social in general. It's a new thing for me to stream and be with people. I usually play completely alone in silence, utter and complete. I don't even listen to music, if that makes sense. Not much as a rule.
but when I came back to SL,
Uh-huh.
it was a completely different game.
That too. Every game changes with time. It's just people that
It
do it.
Well, it went free to play, and then they started tacking on a bunch of stuff. First off, there used to be a plugin that was technically against the terms of service called Macro Quest.
Uh-huh. What did it do? I
Well,
can't see by now.
basically, your interface is now Macro Quest. They basically ripped off Macro Quest.
But I don't know what macro quest is.
Sends a few of the cheaty
It's something that macros actions. What does it do? It helps with grinding something. I have no idea.
to the extreme of how the hell do you control this game? That's how extreme it got.
What was the purpose? Excuse me. Second Life is something where you go to chat and be with people. There was some
Yeah, no, I'm
purpose.
talking about EverQuest.
EverQuest. Excuse me. Now it makes more sense. Yeah, I didn't understand it because of that.
They integrated a lot of the stuff that actually used to be there as a kind of a
EverQuest I never played. No, wait. EverQuest. We're speaking about the same game as before. I got confused, excuse me. No, it's the game I played. What happened? Ooh, I got disconnected. Again. Again. Yeah, EverQuest, of course. Stupid me. Still in the red. It's the usual thing. I don't know if I'm back up, guys. I think I'm not online. Let me check it out. No. Okay, I think I'm back. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Hello? Hello, hello?
Hello?
Okay, you can hear me. I'm back online. No, it's my internet going down again. It does it all the
Oh.
time. Switching provider next week. Okay, we're off again. Good thing OBS does an excellent job of reconnecting to the stream, so it doesn't completely ruin my work. We were speaking about EverQuest again, I think.
Yeah, well, not to basically, I tried getting back into it, but they cross-integrated a lot of the... Oops.
What happened? What up? I'll invite you to the wing again, because we got disconnected and I lost it. I was scanning a planet, I think. Which was it? This one? It's a fully unexplored system, by the way, even if it's so close to the engineer. So now, if I will remember to do the expression, now you're supposed to
Send wing invite.
scan the I also sent it. You sent me one. Let me see. No. No, I'm not receiving it. I sent you one in any case. I think mine is there.
I'm jumping.
I have the inverted controls compared to what I use normally. That's the thing that makes me, go astray. So this is the discovery scanner. And then this is the actual, waiver. What's the name of the thing? The thing that lets you scan planets. Because it's no longer done like it was done originally. Now you use this sort of binocular thing that you point at the bodies. Yeah, here it is. And you discover the system like that. Just getting back the memories I have of it. Still getting to the system. I was trying to say the name of the system, but I don't remember. Now these are just the emissions. The planets are the ones that are above in the spectral analysis spectrum, whatever it is. Like this one.
The FSS?
Yeah.
Semicolon.
This is one.
You hawk this system, then you hit semicolon.
No, okay, I have it on the joystick. In fact, I'm already scanning it. I still remember the old way that you went to the planet and it scanned automatically, but this is actually way more cool and interactive.
Yeah.
I like
You can
it.
still do it the old way.
Also? Cool. Okay, so for instance, this is an icy body planet, which can be worth something, not much. Icy body is better than rocky body, right? Because it has some water in it. Even if it's, case in point, icy. Okay, we are now in the wing. Perfect. I don't have the wing overlay on top for some reason. Probably we have to turn on the squad beacon. What was its name? With true option. Yeah. Enable wing beacon. And now we're good to go again, except for the fact that I keep pressing the wrong button. Yeah.
Boom.
You can actually land on icy bodies, right? If it doesn't have an atmosphere.
Just, you can tell if you go to the system map. They'll have like a little,
yeah, also in the
extra
contact
circle
list.
around them.
In the contact list too, I think, or not.
Mhm.
Let me see this thing. No, it's not landable then. It's 2435 too. Yeah, not landable. Now I see you are in beta triangulis. Okay. Let me see the position. You're getting very close. Let me scan the surface of this thing. It tells you something about the planet's composition too, if I'm not mistaken. Like if it has good things together. Here we come to it. Slow down. surface scanner, which is the other
Up
button.
and over.
Yeah, and you fire all your little probes to the planet. Let's do it. These are an infinite resource, right? You have all the probes you want. What is this? It's not working. It's mapping the planet, but it doesn't show the effect.
You have to actually manage to cover most or all of the planet. You do one up the top, one down the bottom, one to the left, one to the right, one in the middle, and then one way to the right or way to the left.
Yeah, because it orbits and falls on the other side, yeah. No, I'm doing just that. There is some bug with the visualization of it. It doesn't do the nice coloring effect. I have no idea why.
Oh.
In theory it should. Actually, it got colored, but on the other side, I have no idea of what I was shooting. For 1 second, yeah, one brief second, I could see it correctly. And indeed.
Are you in battle mode or
No.
mode?
Scan mode. You know what I did? I switched to combat, I switched back to analysis, and now it works. So it was actually a bug. And now it should work correctly. Let's see.
Jameson Memorial. Lock on.
No, it still doesn't get color. No idea. Seems like a bug. But if I switch back to analysis, and then it works. Is it completely covered? No, still one piece of it here.
And lock.
Honestly, I don't know. It seems a bit bugged.
I am now locked onto Jameson.
Perfect. Why doesn't it work? I see two different things with analysis mode, and then when I go to the scanning mode, it doesn't colors itself correctly. No idea. And I'll observe the process from analysis mode, but it still doesn't work. Yeah, if you switch back, it does.
You just...
I did it. I scanned it, but it doesn't work. It works wrong. I don't know. Not like I remember in any case. Okay, I'll move to another planet. It's worth some money, no? Even if the system is within the battle. Just to do something. You're almost there in any case, and we're starting to depart.
I can cross-stream what my process is, which at some point, if you want to, or I don't know if, yeah, you'd have to look at a stream of it to see it properly.
You mean I look at your stream and restream it while I play? The idea you were speaking about earlier?
No. I mean, just to show you the different, how I do my scanning and what have you, so you can tell if there's a bug or not.
No, but I know how to do it. I did it a lot of times. It was a bug.
Yeah,
I'm
back
certain
before
of
they
it.
changed a bunch of stuff.
No. Recently, I know how it works. I have all the techniques in mind. There was some problems in visualization. Excuse me? They're interdicting you. Okay. No, I bet if I go to another planet, it's going to work. Let's see if I'm right.
Yeah. All that did was annoy me and make me have to retarget.
Same thing before to me. It's the police, no? It stops you just to check your brake lights or something like that.
No, this was a pirate or something. They started attacking me.
Okay, good luck interdicting an anaconda. Suppressing it, more like.
Well, I was in Super Cruise, it says, so I had my throttle down. So
No, but it's better in general. I do that. I always throttle down when I get interdicted. And then you boost away. It's quicker, actually, most of the times.
I mean, in this Anaconda, I've never lost an interdiction battle before as far as not getting interdicted.
Yeah, of course. When you find a big ship. You know the big ship where I died the most when being interdicted? It's the trade one, the one that is wide and flat. What's the name? Type 7, I think. I died a bunch of times.
I've yet to be interdicted in my Type 10, but I kind of want it to happen because the thing is,
No, the Type 10 is the one that
the thing is
fights.
nothing but turreted guns all over the place and one little pew pew to get them all started.
That's going to look cool. No, I'm speaking about the more cheap one. I had for a brief time, because I sold it almost immediately, the Type 7, the one that only does the trading. It's meant to be a trade ship. I think it was the Type 7. Well, you know which I'm speaking about. The smaller Type 10.
Hey, I'm at the port. I got a little dock.
Perfect. Finally reached this other planet. It was much farther than I imagined. Let me see if this one scans correctly.
Do 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 do.
LHS 2435-7.
Oh, great. There's some idiots floating around the front of the station.
It happens, yeah.
Yay! Auto dock didn't scratch the paint this time.
Good, good. With how much it costs, it better do its job properly. I mean, I installed the thing. If I have to ruin my body, I can do it myself. No, I have something wrong. It doesn't show. It doesn't show. You go to analysis mode, you can see the planet getting colored like it's supposed to do.
Yeah, that's right. But it won't do it in the other mode.
Ah, it's normal then.
Yes.
It's normal. I just remembered it wrong. Okay. Well, it's a stupid thing. You should show it up. In my opinion. So we'll take less now that we know. What's left?
Okay. It's a 2. Down, up, click. Alright, I'm gonna leave wing.
You cannot change ship while you're in the wing, huh?
Well, I'm gonna invite you to the ship, so.
Ah, you want to do it like that, okay. Let's do it. Surface scan complete. So we're going to use the two SRVs you have on the ship, right?
I
Well,
did
okay.
leave wing. Okay, it's acting weird, so we will.
This is an interesting system. Is it binary? It's big. It's got a lot of spread out planets.
Stick a few limpets in here.
I actually went to the most remote one.
let's see. Did it? Yes, it did. Invitation sent.
Okay, where do I get it?
It'll be in your communications panel.
Communication, inbox, social history, chat no, not the chat one. Okay, inbox doesn't have it. Multi-crew doesn't have it because it's just for inviting, I think. Yeah.
Oh wait,
History
I see
neither.
what it is. Hold on.
It's not working. I didn't receive it.
I gotta do that and that.
Hmm.
Now it should have sent.
Still don't see it. No. No.
I invited the wrong person.
Okay then. I bet I didn't see it. Here it is. Now I see it. Join invites. Yeah. And I should be inside your ship. Let's see.
Okay. Let me know
I
when
have
you
to
can
tell
actually see
you,
things.
I have like another 20 minutes. I don't have much time
Okay.
left. Huh?
We're not gonna go far then.
Okay. I'm sorry, really. Okay, what does it tell me? Mining lawful. If you break the law, you will be forced to leave the ship. Helm is sacrosanct. Gunners none, turrets none. Continue. Joy +2 and joy POV 1 down, you can switch the roll panel. Not that I'm going to do it. Cool, I'm in the co-pilot seat. You know, I've never been here. I haven't done much multi-crewing in the
I
past.
forgot about this ship not having any aids.
Wow, you know, it's very cool to be the passenger in VR. I can actually stand inside the ship and move around. It's kinda dizzying. You have no idea. I feel like I'm going to fall down any minute. People are looking at me on camera, think, easy half unable to move. My god, I'm standing in the front. Ooh, there's an Arca coming. Watch out, this guy. I'm also covering some tracking sensors. I don't know. He went all grey for a moment.
Oh, hello, landing gear.
And I can see my disembodied body because the hand is rendered in VR, no? But it's actually kind of strange because you can see the neck moving even though there is nothing attached to it. Like the neck of the suit. It's a bit... it's another story,
They
really.
do that in games so that the POV camera can actually see.
And I could actually, if I could climb this stair, I would see you. It's like who designed the Asp Explorer hated his own co-pilot, no? Because you don't see it ever. I cannot see you, I would have to jump. Maybe if I...
Yeah, aren't you under me?
Yeah, I should be under. But if I recenter the camera wrong, like on the ground, this is just an idea of me.
Oh, hit F12 to center yourself properly again.
I can actually see the seat. Because now I stand with my head looking through the pavement and I do see your seat, and I bet that if I come, I can sort of tell the shape, yeah, but not much.
Alright, I don't know if there's anything here to actually go collect, but we're gonna go here.
Okay, as long as we manage to show something cool. What is
It's
that?
just
The Elite
a
says.
landable planet.
Let's do it. Let's land on the planet. I want to... it's also, you got a different instrument panel, if we want to even call it that. I'll put my PIP to systems, no, engines. Pilots Federations near Monopoly. We are actually in Shinrarta Dezra, so you're showing me a system I wouldn't be able to see if it wasn't for you, because I don't have the permit. The system is directly controlled by the Pilots Federation, with entry permitted by invitation only. Achieving a high rank with the Pilots Federation is the most common way to earn such invitation. But other, more secretive methods are also known to exist. We're using one of the other methods, I bet. The system is governed by elite pilots, Farage. Very interesting. Let me see the shape of the system. This is like the crowning achievement of an elite player's career, no? You only see it when you reach the highest rank.
No, you just reach elite in anything.
One of them, okay, well, still no meager feat. Nothing special, really. It's a binary system with some planets in between. I don't understand really the map of the system. It's like the gas giants stand between one star and the other.
No, I was exploring when I was exploring around back a couple days ago. Dropped out in the middle of a system with 3 stars so close together. My ship
I know, it happens. It's terrifying when you're doing the exploration. You're going very far away. It's one of the worst things that can happen, actually. It's what kills your ship when you're exploring very, very far. That's the reason you're supposed to bring some heatsinks in exploration ships for when that happens.
Yeah, it helps if you're not immediately. I took every heatsink I had to get out of the influence of the darn things.
Indeed. And then you cannot replenish them. It's the most scary feeling. I did only one long exploration, longish, let's say. I was away from the bubble for about a week, but it was utterly boring
Well,
because all you did...
them.
Huh?
You can synthesize them.
Now you can. Maybe back then you couldn't. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. They added some more things that can be synthesized before, like it was before. I'm not sure.
I think it was simply the fact that people wanted to be able to carry more of them than what they had, so they made it that way.
No, but it makes sense to be able to synthesize things, actually.
Oh, come on with the freaking left-right crap.
What's happening? I see the ship is jerky.
Well, yeah, I kept zonking to the left and right. My twist sensors...
Ah, the twist of the joystick, yeah. Why don't you get a pair of pedals? They do the job much better than the twist of the joystick. You could unbind it and...
Need a different joystick.
No, you can attach the pedals themselves directly to the PC. There are some that allow for it. Actually, I'm using pedals that are made for flying games, and they're not from the same maker even of the joystick. They're Cytec pedals.
Honking.
I hear the sound of the scan. I can do very little in the Copilot seat here. It's not very interactive. I can watch the various screens.
Just a little bit.
I should be able to see where we
in range of the surface scanner.
We're going to Shinrarta Dezra B2 or B1?
B2.
Okay. Actually, the role of the Copilot could be cool for a streamer because you can show all the additional things while the other person pilots the ship. Like, I'm now looking at the planet, and it tells me about some settlements on it. Okay. Does it even have information about the minerals? I don't think so. It doesn't tell you where to go and mine, right?
That wasn't a very good one.
You zoom also like this. And the orrery is this. So we're heading to this one place at the moment. Nice rendering of the situation. This is an aspect of the game I haven't explored much.
Okay, I thought so.
Too bad I don't have, for the Copilot seat, a view of the radar, actually. The one that lets you see what you have around you.
Oh, do you have like a flip-flap on your throttle?
A flip-flop? Like,
a
switch?
Lever that goes to the left and right?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, that... If you haven't overly reconfigured your thing,
completely.
Yeah, that will flip it back and forth between radar and...
Completely rebounded, then it will probably be a different... What does it do normally when you're piloting the ship?
Mine, it does the same thing as twist. It's supposed to strafe left and right, but...
No,
it doesn't
work then. No, this moves the pip. I don't know. No, that's something I need to know if I want to do multi-crew though.
Low gravity, high metal world.
Oh, good. High metal, that's just what we're looking for.
Okay. 3
Yeah.
human surface signals detected.
The settlements. I think.
Alright. Let's take a look-see. Pilots Federation near Shinra. Maybe it's in... No?
There must be a way to switch that.
Gotharndy's Folly. Gotharndy's Folly. What is that? Is that on the planet?
Probably. Sounds like the name of a settlement.
Yeah, it's on the other side.
Oh, I found a thread about that on Steam's forum. That you can switch to the thing. Have you tried use Q and E on the keyboard? Yeah, it's the one that switches the pages in theory. And yet it doesn't do it. Maybe with Q and E? No, this is completely reconfigured. The combat analysis mode does nothing. Maybe it's actually mapped to a different thing. Let me see. Controls. Should be interface control or something like that. Interface mode or mode switches. Cons panel. Auto focus. Quick console. Panel. Internal panel. No, it's not something so easily solved, I think.
Just slowly moving into position.
Okay, I see we are going to the place. Well, I cannot see much because the radar doesn't work. I'm pressing everything on the joystick, but nothing seems to work. This not do it.
And where is it?
Actually, I see it's supposed to have 2 tabs, no? Because it says 1, 2, and now it's set to 2. Something strange here.
It should be in... It should be in view here.
I cannot help you, I don't have a radar.
Ah, it's still on the other side of that planet.
We will get there. I trust you, my pilot.
Your pilot has done some pretty stupid stuff on a planet.
Well, okay, I trust you
Belly-flopping is
nonetheless.
not unheard of.
I trust you nonetheless. Ah, this guy has screenshotted the thing I need to bind actually. Cycle, cockpit,
whoa.
UI. Forward and backward.
Trying to keep this green line here.
Let me see if I find it. Controls. Interface. It must be interface mode. Next page, previous page is not that. No, wait, let me see the screenshot again. It's above the fighter's orders. That could be an old screenshot though, huh?
Alright, let's see if I actually managed to get around to the other side of the planet.
It's a specific multi-crew button. Here it is. And this is what I want. Cycle cockpit UI forwards and cycle backwards. Let's see what happens. What happens is that I can see the radar. Okay, finally. When we're heading at, which is the name of the planet? B2? I think we're heading to that's right, B2.
Well, we're closer to it anyway.
And we're going to the
The
Grotendiex
folly
Folly.
thing. I don't know. I've never been here before. I don't know what this is.
I can... Ciao! You can bookmark it, but not
There we
target it from this screen, because of course the target is... Ciao, something you do yourself, being the pilot. I can bookmark it. Bookmark this location? What
Oh,
happens?
I'm not doing 134 freaking meters out.
Ah, we're on the planet now. Well, above it.
Yeah, but I dropped out too early.
Ah, that's going to be problematic. I have
I'm
like
just gonna land here.
15 minutes at most. Yeah, if we want to do something before I have to go, this is the last chance.
One, two, three. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Let me go with an external view. This is also cool to see the external view while you do the maneuver. Eh? Too bad it's so freaking dark.
Well, we were headed towards the dark side of the planet, I think.
Yeah, no. I'm getting a sign now that is almost screenshot worthy. I see the ship in front of the sun and the big crater below us coming closer and closer. It's kind of
That's a
a
crater?
foreboding image. It's very cool. Also, the shape of the aspect bar. It's a nice little ship. This looks a bit like the Millennium Falcon in its shape.
Interesting thing to do, if you're just looking for views and what have you, is drop down to about 20k, about 20,000 meters down in your main ship,
Huh?
then take control over your fighter.
Never tried it. Yeah, you told me that you can actually do it. I didn't think you could. Do you
I mean,
know
you
a
can't
software
go too
that...
far without telling your ship to follow you, otherwise you'll go out of range.
And you lose control, of course. It goes all black. Do you know a software that is called Space Simulator? That has a very cool engine for looking at the... Not Space Simulator, Space Engine is its name actually. Lets you see the solar system, galaxies and whatnot. It's very cool. It's like a non...
Isn't that what this is using?
Huh?
I thought that this system was using Space Engine to pull all of its planetary data and whatnot.
I don't know about it, but Space Engine is also something you can download for free or buy on Steam, depending on which version you want. It supports VR, and it's a very cool planetary visualization, sort of horror interactive.
I think they're using the same database.
Ah, they are. It's cool.
Because,
It's cool as a software in itself. Also, very enjoyable to use. You can make amazing screenshots from it. It also
Yeah,
lets you enter the atmosphere planets, unlike this.
Elite uses it to pull the data for the system, and then it generates the system based on the data.
It could be easily verified, because you could see if the planets correspond. I think they're procedurally generated within a Space Engine. And
Yeah.
probably here too, because there's so damn many of them.
6 meters. Woo.
Yeah, I'm following the ship with external view. I can see the ground coming closer. The line of the horizon is starting to straighten out, and it's really cool actually. The kind of sunset I'm seeing right now. Without atmosphere, of course, I would probably already be blind by looking at the sun, but this being a game, we don't have such problems. And now I see you lower
I
the
can
gear, and you're
barely see the planet's ground.
It's very, very little visible. Have you activated night vision?
I've got night vision on and ship's lights are on.
Yeah, it doesn't work above a certain distance. It's very canyon. It's
There's a
filled
nice
with
little thing.
Oh.
Don't know what it is. Gonna find out once we get close enough.
You're looking at the scanner right now, and I can see it also if I put the view correctly, like I now can do. Actually, I see nothing.
We're 2 meters, 2.9 meters, kilometers, or 1,000 meters, or whatever this is. You notice how we're kind of rocking back and forth?
Yeah,
That's
do.
that freaking glitch.
Yeah, it looked like an
Like a bad
atmosphere
dead zone.
turbulence or something, but actually it makes
Yeah.
sense for it to be.
It's
Have you
like a bad
tried?
dead zone, but it's not.
It doesn't change because that's what I was going to ask. If the dead zone was it, you could try to increase it so it doesn't turn.
Nah, because when think like an old staticky volume switch. When it does it, it's like full. If you like pull up the
I
joystick.
understand what you say. I actually had the same problem with the index controllers. I raised the index is the virtual headset I use, no? And the controllers are notoriously defective. A lot of people are having problems with them. And mine
You know, a
did
lot
just
of the
that.
defective that they're talking about with that isn't the defect. It's just that the tactile switch, quote unquote, the push down for the analog stick,
Not only
doesn't
that.
like.
Yeah, but not only that. I had that and I endured. I didn't care for it, so I didn't get them exchanged in the beginning. But then it started to drift. To drift like it started like you were moving the joystick even though you weren't. And that was just like you said. You increase the dead zone, made no difference. Never understood the reason. They exchange them, no problem. Even send them in advance. So
Yeah, they're not letting the Vive, the HTC thing happen to them.
no, they're much better in that respect. They're a bit slow, eh? I told them I had the problem in the beginning
Oh
in the
no, they're
month.
not. Oh no, they are.
There's
not.
much worse, yeah, of course. They felt slow for me compared to Oculus. I had the Oculus before. The Oculus is very fast in the response. I hear we touched the ground. So I can actually deploy the... No, we're not on the ground yet. I think I can deploy the SRV myself.
Come
I can
on.
pilot. I would love to drive it actually because on my
Stick.
on my rig I have a wheel and I drive the the SRV with the wheel. It's very cool to see. Let me see if I see it's a bit bouncy. Now it will probably
It won't stick.
as it turned blue in the radar. I cannot see it. Boom! That was a bit of a rough landing. And
I
we
couldn't get it to
landed.
stick. I was all the way down. It was green. It
Well, it happens, it happens. But I cannot deploy the
dropped down in
SRV.
the SRV.
I cannot. I told you. You cannot do it.
Try now.
No. No. But I knew it, I told you I suspected as much.
What does it say when you
Nothing.
try?
It's grayed out. I cannot try. You cannot deploy the SRV. Let me Google it, because I remember it was like that.
It
SRV
gives you the
deploy.
option, but
No, it gives me the option, but it's
on the right-hand side, is there
multi-crew.
any red?
Look. I'm going to look at a thread on Reddit. That's from July 2017. Well, it's not very recent. And they say multi-crew. That's what I knew. The multi-crew doesn't support
Underneath-
SRV.
Yeah, but they were supposed to fix that. Underneath SRV Scarab, does it give you a red bit of text?
Let me see. I go to the bottom panel, the one where you select the role, no? I see Helm, which is you. I see SRV Bay with the two SRVs, and then I see Idle Commander Zarbrock, which is my role. And then you have Gunner, which is empty. I select the SRV. It tells me about the Scarab, what it does, shield the hull 100%, and then I have Deploy, but it's grayed out. I press it, it does nothing. Details tell me.
Let me see if it'll...
Maybe the module is disabled.
Wait a minute.
The module is enabled, I can see that.
Because I can't deploy either. Hold on.
Ah, then it's something else.
Autofill, life support power, sensors, repair, heat.
I think there is something wrong. In principle, huh?
Cargo hatch, frame shift. 4%. Okay, that is
Working.
active.
It's active. No, I still cannot deploy. See if you can deploy. If you can deploy, we will know it's not possible in multi-crew. Otherwise, at least we demonstrated it.
I can't deploy either.
Then we don't know which the reason it is.
I am going to move forward a bit and then try again because I have had this happen on a planet where I just couldn't get the SRV to...
Ah, you know what? It makes sense. I'm looking now at the external view. You were like a meter from the ground. The SRV wouldn't have fit. I think that's it then. If you cannot deploy either, it feels like it. That's it. Okay, I can see from the external view you're moving. Now overflying a big canyon crater thing. Yeah, I think you're having the right idea here. Other side of the canyon.
I'd say we could try going into it, but there's not enough contrast in this thing to tell where the walls are.
No, it's not worth it. I think it's dangerous. Don't do it. I bet you have also weak shields on an exploration ship. Best not to risk it.
Probably. I can slam into the planet at a pretty good clip. They'll go down, but I won't die.
But still not a good practice. I have to tell you, I have like another 10 minutes at most, huh?
Okay, that's fine.
I think here should work. Okay, I see the gear is coming down. Okay, it's very cool. You can see the boosters coming online when you slow down. No? The flight assistance takes over and you see actually, like it should from a physics point of view work, the rear rockets turning on. You're going back towards the canyon. Okay. Touching
going
down
in.
real soon. I can't see almost no shit because it's completely dark. I better if I go back inside the ship.
You can turn night vision on out there.
It's external view works. With external view, I don't think so. This is too bumpy. I don't think you can land here. You either go to the bottom of the canyon or outside of it.
I'm getting flashes of green. Oop, wait, there's a nice flat spot.
Hmm. If you think about it, the placement of the copilot in this is a bit like the Russian helicopter hind. Except for the fact that there wouldn't be a wall in between the two of us. More like it behind and
It wants me to go up and rotate that way. Alignment okay.
Working.
Slowly start going down.
Let's see if it works. I hope so. I would like to do some driving now. This looks very much like a rally track.
Stable again.
A bit more.
Bit.
I am already locking the
I gotta
wheel
get green
support in my rig to drive the car. Give me
I
the
gotta get green
car.
again. The green went
This is
bye-bye.
a good spot, I think. It should work. It should work. It's very flat
Green.
looking. Yeah. And touchdown.
Nope, still won't let me deploy.
Me neither. There is something wrong. Let me see the external view one sec. I cannot see anything. It's too dark.
I bet if you left, I'd be able to deploy.
Wait, for 1 second I was able to use the external, but... Well, I'm sorry, but I think I will have to go now. I don't have much time left.
Well, it was worth an attempt.
Yeah, of course. We're going to do it the next
before,
time, I hope.
It wouldn't even let you select the SRV.
So maybe... No, but the fact
Before
that
the
you
last
couldn't
match.
deploy either lets me think that probably there is a way. There must be a way. I'll research it for the next time we
You've
play.
disconnected, and I
Yeah,
still
yeah.
can't deploy.
No, but
Maybe
really
there's
I
just
have
something
to
wrong
go.
with this planet. We'll try later.
I'll have to go now. Well, it was a lot of fun. Thank you. I learned something also by
yes.
playing together. So that's the most important thing when you're doing this kind of games. Now, tomorrow No, certainly. I was going to say probably, but certainly I won't be able to play. And probably I'll be playing again... I don't know when. It's going to be a busy week. Probably near the end of the week. If you want, we can try to find one another in Discord. It's been fun, really. To play with someone else. Elite, it's a new experience. Someone is telling us something. Wait. One on the stream. Hi, David. Thank you for commenting. Create a hull armor panel that drops over the cannon, which activates night vision cameras as it does so. No, he's responding to the other comment. There is still the old comment from James that was saying about the placement of the pilot's cockpit, to put it in the middle of the ship instead on top, and then he says to have the cameras that look out. Well, okay, thank you for your comment, David. We're coming to the end of the stream, and also, so goodbye, Zagros. I will
Bye,
say
everybody.
goodbye to you first. Thank you for playing with us, Zagros. I can't wait to play again together. It's been fun. Bye bye. Have a nicer part of the day. Bye bye.
I'm gonna see if I can even get this thing to deploy anywhere
Yeah.
on this planet.
Good luck with that. Good luck. See you soon.
It
Bye.
still won't let me deploy.
I don't know. That's something that seems like a bug. Bye bye. And as I said, thank you to everyone who remained till the end. I don't know if I'll be able to play this afternoon. Probably a bit sooner than usual, and maybe also end sooner. Tomorrow is a no-go, 100%. Then we'll see. Bye. See you soon. Ciao from Italy.